Hello everyone, I'm Adrian, also known as the King of Dorks, and welcome back to the stream, and welcome back to Pokemon Violet Hardcore Nuzlocking. How are you all doing? Hello Donler, hello Mysterious Blue, and also bye Mysterious Blue. Thank you so much for coming by anyway, I really appreciate it. And of course Donler, you are the first here, and also... Nice. So how are you all doing? Adrian, there's another game you need to play, and if you've not heard of it, I'll be shocked. Are we talking about Poke Rogue? Because that has been something that has been going the rounds lately. I haven't seen anything about it yet, but apparently it's really popular. Is that what you're referring to? Because I know literally nothing about it. Some details would be nice. Hey, Muffin Moose, how's it going? Thanks for coming by. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Note, chat is going to look a little weird today, and probably for the rest of our multi-streams, because I got Restream hooked up. So now we'll actually be able to see both the messages from both Twitch and from YouTube. Now I don't need to worry about going between multiple streams to try and figure out who's talking to me, you know, so that way we can enjoy the YouTube viewers coming in as well. You change your username. I have been promoted. Yes, sir. Yes, Sir Muffin Moose. Yes, sir. But how are you all doing? I hope that you're all doing well. Apologies for not coming back to the Nuzlocke for a while. It's just that the past 2 weeks have been pretty damn busy. But I'm looking forward to making some huge progress today, because we have 3 fights that we can for certain do today. No, four. If everything goes well, 4 fights that we can do today. The very first thing on our docket is going to be the Ground Titan over in Asado Desert. That's going to be our first bit of business for today. Then after that, we're going to be going to Alfrenada to go and fight Nemona again. And also... the Tulip for the Psychic Gym. And then finally, if everything goes well today, we're going to go and finish off all the gyms by going and fighting Grusha. I'm not sure if the chat is working. Let me see. How's that not working? Oh, god dang it. Rude. No, it's supposed to be working. I even put, I made sure that it worked. Oh, god damn it. Oh, fine then. We'll just go back to the regular setup for now. And then I'll just have to pop up the chat. Ugh, I hate it. You forgot about the battle with your sanity for ESP. Yeah, that's pretty funny. How did I get a shiny Spidops? I got it off stream at the very beginning of our playthrough, actually. I was doing some EV training, and then I just found a wild shiny Tarantula. And we already had a Tarantula on the team, but I hadn't EV trained it yet. So I was like... easy swap, you know, because I allow shiny claws. But yes, Poke Rogue. Yes, I have heard of it. And it's so much fun. Yeah, I'll think about it. I could definitely use something new to look into, you know. Because that could be a nice little change of pace, you know. Yeah, so we have a bunch of things to do today, and we also have to be very careful, very, very careful, because the problem is that we do not have a lot of levels to work with right now. The problem is that for both of the Ground Titan and for Tulip, the level limit is the same. So that means for fighting off the Titan, it's level 45. And for fighting the Gym, it's also level 45. And then, and only then, does the level limit increase to 48, I believe. We'll check that out later. But yeah, so we're going to be in a bit of a bind for a little bit. So we're going to have to be very careful with our levels, because we have to do 2 fights before we even fight Tulip. Because we need to do... Well, I mean, technically we have the ESPs as well, which will be pretty easy, mind you. But we have to fight both the Titan and all of those trainers before we're safe from the level limit and we go in to fight Tulip. So we do have a bit to do. But how about, instead of like planning ahead of all that and shit, why don't we just head on out over to Cascarapa and I will break down what our plan is going to be for the ground. I keep mixing the... No, it is the Ground Titan. Never mind. Because I keep mixing the Steel Titan and the Ground Titan in my head, even though the Steel Titan is Orthworm, but the Ground Titan is the Paradox Pokemon. But I have a plan. And I prepared for this plan off stream as well, because I did some EV training around in the box to make sure that we had some people that were prepared for the fight. Actually, it's the Quaking Earth Titan. Oh, I see how it is. Actually, but I have a couple of friends that that I've trained for the occasion. Not Rimuru. Rimuru is EV trained, so then the moment we beat Grusha, we can add to the team if we want to, because all we need to do is evolve it in a rainy area, and we've got ourselves a pseudo-legendary, which is fucking sick. But the key players in defeating the Quaking Earth Titan are going to be Kofu, our Moraine, soon to be a Toxapex, and we also have Valentino, a Pokemon that has been in the box since the moment we caught it, because we caught so many bug-type Pokemon at the point that we caught this Pokemon that I didn't want it on the team. I didn't think it would be valuable as an Intimidate swapper, but now is honestly the perfect opportunity to take advantage of Intimidate. So we're going to evolve these guys, and then we're going to get right to it. Kofu made me angry, because when I first played the game, I didn't realize that there was supposed to be an order to the gyms, so I went to him second, and I spent like 2 hours trying to beat him, and I still failed. Damn, that's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. It really is tricky because of how they don't tell you, they don't give you any specific order to work with, right? So you don't really know what you're supposed to do. So I feel you. That's awful. So yeah, I'm just trying to get a team together, a Pokemon I think are going to be good, because this is a Ground Titan, so that means flying types are going to be really good, just in case my strategy doesn't work out. But here's the strategy. First of all, we're going to evolve Valentino and Kofu, and get them into their fully evolved forms. And 3 will do? Okay, 1 more will do. So that way, we have ourselves a Masquerain with Intimidate, and that is all that this thing is going to be used for, is just Intimidate. I could give it some water moves, because I did train its speed and its special attack. So we can use it for combat if we want to. It's just not going to be that useful. It's going to be more useful for its Intimidate. But then after the star of the show is going to be our Moraine, who is going to evolve into Toxapex. I also spent an hour trying to work out how the fuck to get to Alfornada before I beat Katie. Oh, goodness. Yeah, Alfornada is a bit of a hard spot to get into, you know? It's a hard place to get to. There's only 2 ways to get in, and I just happened to stumble upon the right direction, and I didn't even need to worry about going through the cave, which was very nice for me. Alright, so yeah, this thing is trained up the wazoo in defense, which is going to make it very tanky, hopefully, against the Titan. And we're going to level this thing up. I'm going to save some of my candies, and I'll get it up to level 42. Yeah, 42 is where I'm limiting it, because we need to be very careful with our candies. We need to be extremely careful, because otherwise we're going to have to train on Chanseys, and that sounds like an absolute nightmare. So yeah, this thing doesn't have a lot of HP, but it does have a lot of defense. Like, it has 180 defense. This thing's pretty good. But the thing that we're going to be going with is we're going to take advantage of Valentino's Intimidate at the very beginning of the fight to drop the Titan's attack stat by 1. Then what we're going to do is we're going to swap out into Kofu on an incoming, probably Iron Head or something like that. And we're going to have some leftovers on it as well. And then we're going to take advantage of our Water Terror type. And when it goes for, I think it's either Stomping Tantrum or High Horsepower, whenever it goes for one of those moves, we're going to Terra Water so that way we get rid of our Ground type weakness. And on top of that, we are going to learn Chilling Water. To continuously lower its attack stat, because this thing's only 50 base power, but this also lowers the target's attack stat. So if we let it learn Chilling Water, it doesn't have a lot of special attack, but that should be fine, because as long as we're able to outlast it, then we're safe. And let's see, I also want to get Surf on this thing. That would be good too. Having both that and Surf would be really good. I don't understand anything you're saying. I hate strategy in Pokemon games. I literally just overlevel Pokemon and hope for the best. Well, for the purposes of the Hardcore Nuzlocke, we have to abide by certain restrictions, right? So, like, we need to be able to keep our Pokemon under the level limit. That's the most important thing, which is just the highest level Pokemon that our opponent is going to be using in the next fight. And so for the Titan, that's level 45, and for the next gym, that's also level 45. And basically what we're just trying to do is we're just trying to lower the Titan's attack stat to make it not hurt us as badly. That's basically it. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop its attack with Intimidate on the Masquerain, which will then keep our Toxapex much safer, and we're going to have the leftovers on it to get some HP recovery, and then we're going to use Chilling Water to continuously lower its attack. And then if Toxapex is ever put into a position where it can't fight anymore, we can just swap it out with something else and get the finishing blow. And then after, for the part 2 fight, it's basically going to be the same thing, but we're going to have an ally with us. So it should be pretty straightforward. I'm going to give Soft Sand to you, just in case you need to be brought out. Let's see. No one really needs the Eviolite. Covert Cloak, not really needed. Loaded Dice, not really needed. Perhaps some berries. Some berries would be nice. Let's see. Literally, when I beat the Elite Four, I transferred in my level 100 team from S.H.I.E.L.D. and destroyed them. Again, that's up to you. That's up to you. I just like playing as quote-unquote fair of a game that I possibly can whenever I do playthroughs. So, like, normally when I do playthroughs, I don't always do items on, but recently I have gravitated away from using items in battle just because I think that that's more fun. But then that's just a me thing. Yeah, man, there's not really much else that we can give our Pokemon other than berries. So I guess we're just going to give people berries. I'm going to give you a citrus berry. We're going to give you a citrus berry. And we're going to give you a citrus berry. But the mask... No, I want to give it to you. There we go. And then... I don't have... Fair. Literally every Larian I own. Oh, fight. I mean, come on. I beat them fair and square. Come on. Like, that's not my problem. That's their problem. Just because I come prepared doesn't mean it's not fair. Man, I don't really know what to give to this thing. I don't think I'll need to give it anything, honestly. Because, again, it's just going to be an Intimidate spammer. Alright, so can I get a Surf TM? Surf, surf, surf. Surf, surf, surf. It requires 3 of something else. Okay, let's take a look-see. Hey, Shaman, how's it going? How's it going? Thanks so much for coming by. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. We are just getting ourselves prepared for our next couple of fights. And right now, I'm just trying to get my hands on a Surf TM. Oh! There's just one in Levincia? Huh? It's not really fair, considering you're using more Pokemon than all the gym leaders are. I mean, the thing is that they're allowed to kill my Pokemon outright, and I just can't use them anymore. That's the way that I look at it. Like, if I can't use them anymore, I have to be very careful when I lose a Pokemon. So I have one death at the moment, and I am trying my best, as stubborn as I can be. Okay, so there's one in Puerto Marinada. It's only showing me one location, so let's see. It's only showing me the Levincia one. Do you know specifically where it is in Puerto Marinada, Shaman? Just so I don't have to go all around the town. On a boat. Thank you. I appreciate it, because no one's showing me anything. Okay, so on a boat. So that means it's going to be in the water. It baffles me that gym leaders can't just catch more Pokemon. I mean, like, I agree. I definitely think that the gyms can definitely be better designed to have more Pokemon depending on how many Pokemon that you have. That would be pretty good. Alright, I'll guess that it's this boat then. Or no, it's one of these boats. Aha! Thank you very much, Shaman. Appreciate it. And I do think that there could be a bit more balance in the gym leader's favor, you know? But at the same time, when it comes to a Nuzlocke, this game is both pretty scary and also pretty easy at the same time. Because anything can go wrong at any moment, because these guys are decently powerful when you're only adhering to a level limit. In my opinion, that is. Your mileage may vary. Let's see. I don't really think there's anything else I need. I think this is all. Just double checking. I think that we're good to go. Because again, I think this strategy is going to work out. Because I have Baneful Bunker to protect me. I have Chilling Water to lower its attack. I have Surf to swap to once I lower its attack enough. I have Recover if I need it. Baneful Bunker for HP recovery. I think we're good to go fight the Titan. And I have Cellophane here for extra bulkiness if I really need it, because it is pretty defensive. I also have Sandwoman with the Bulldoze and the Giga Drain if I need it. This is just purely going to be for, like, swapping, and this is also purely going to be just for swapping, though I could use Mystical Fire for it. Scarlet and Violet isn't a great open-world game because the area levels don't scale accordingly to how many badges you have. Yeah, I would also agree with that, because, like, the open world is not very tailored to, like, a progressive experience, you know? These trainers are like, I want to become champion, my team is so strong, and they just have level 4 Venonat. Like, I get it, it isn't too hard, but these people are moronic. I mean, like, again, it has to, that's a game design thing. Like, you need to have a starting place, right? And, again, they're just NPCs. We're not going to go into the philosophies of whether an NPC can become a champion, you know? That's not really something that concerns us for playing Pokemon, you know? We're just here to live the power fantasy of just beating up other people's Pokemon, leveling up our team to make them really powerful, and then becoming champion in our own right, you know? Because we're the hero. They're not the hero. That's just game philosophy, you know? What about Nemona? Well, I mean, she already is a champion. She, out of basically anyone in the entire game, is the only one that actually is changing her team depending on where you are in the game. That's the only time where there's actually a bit of consideration made for your progress. And she's doing that because she just wants to go on the journey again. She's already a champion. She's just doing it for the fun of it. And Leon, I mean, like, Leon is a champion, and he's got a really good team, so it's like, Anywho, so yeah, so the strategy is we're going to go in with Valentino and drop the Titan's attack with our Intimidate right off the bat. Then when it goes for any move that is not a ground type move, because we're a flying type Pokemon, so it's not going to go for its ground type move, we're going to go into Kofu, and then we're going to Baneful Bunker to get a little bit of HP recovery, and we're going to see if it goes for any ground type moves, and then we're going to Terra Water our Kofu to avoid any super effective damage, and that'll give us a super effective boost on our Chilling Water and our Surf to make the fight more easy. Nimona is obscenely annoying. I wish Arven was the main rival. I did make commentary on that in my Pacifist video, where I turned Nimona into basically a stalker because I thought it was funny. She's like a fucking yandere in this game, which is pretty funny. Alright, so let's just head on in. I think we're good to go. And if not, oh well. Here we are. Oh boy. Okay, so this should go well. This should go well. We have the Intimidate drop. Oh, wait. What's a yandere? A yandere is like an anime trope where characters are put into certain archetypes for how they love the main character. And a yandere is someone who is super obsessed with the protagonist to the point that they would murder anyone that's around them to be able to express their love for them. It's quite a dark trope. But she's basically like that, where she's just stalking you the entire game. Alrighty. Let's go. Alright, Intimidate. Now we're going to swap out into Kofu, because Kofu has a lot of defense. And it should be able to tank any hit that's coming into it. And we have Baneful Bunker to protect ourselves a little bit. And then I'm going to use Chilling Water to lower its attack even further. And then I can swap out into other Pokemon after that. So hopefully this works. And I bought Violet because purple is my favorite color. Alright, Rapid Spin? That's no... Wow, that is still 10 damage. That's crazy. And it raised its speed, but that's not really of any concern to us. How much do we get from the Leftovers recovery? Okay, so if we Baneful Bunkered now, we wouldn't benefit from the... If we Baneful Bunkered now, we wouldn't benefit from the Leftovers recovery at all. So we're just going to have to go balls deep and go for the Chilling Water right away. Because this thing is still doing pretty damn good damage. Especially, like, once it starts doing stab attacks, we're going to be in quite the pickle. So let's see. This is what I trained you for. Iron Head, okay. Okay, don't. Nice! Alright, perfect. Great job, Kofu. Let's go. Ooh, and that's massive damage, too. Okay, we're in the clear. We're in the clear. All that mattered was that didn't flinch. Honestly, I think that's really what happened at the end of the day. If that didn't flinch, if that flinched us, we would have been in a much scarier position. But now we take, like, no damage, and we can probably go for another Chilling Water just to be safe. Knock off? What are ya? Not good AI? I don't know. Especially what's weird. Oh, that was a crit. Oh, GG. Easy. Let's go. Alright, easy fight. But we still have the part 2, and we're going to go to the Pokemon Center really quickly to recover our Terra Orb. Because if we don't have the Terra, then it's a bit of a scary time, because it has ground type moves, right? And that's Stab. Stab on our Poison type. Not fun. But we got this. Easy peasy. Alright. Yeah, I was scared that wasn't going to work out, but it seems like it is. So, I'm happy. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, let's go back in, but this time we have Arven. Knockoff, what are you, a VGC player? No, the funny thing is that the knockoff doesn't work. I don't know why. It doesn't actually work in the context of the Titan battle. because they don't actually knock off your item. It's so weird. So it's like knockoff is just free, like it's just a hit that doesn't do any damage, you know? So terastallizing, I wouldn't say is broken. I just think terastallizing is amazing when you have forethought. When you're able to think things through and strategize, terastallizing is an incredibly powerful tool. But if you were to use it in the context of, like, VGC, it's a lot less broken in that you have to time it perfectly on the perfect Pokemon at the perfect time to get the full benefit from it. And if you do it incorrectly, you lose your Terra for that entire battle, because you only get one, you know? So it depends on the context. In the context of just playing the regular game, yes, it's really good. But say if this game were, like, randomized instead, like this game were randomized, that would be a completely different story. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to swap into Kofu. Yeah, I would say Terra is the most balanced gimmick out of all the gimmicks that we've had. Like, Megas, even though Megas are also kind of balanced, it's just that it depends on what Pokemon you're talking about and what ability they have from the Mega. Then we have the Z moves, which are both good and bad, like broken and very bad at the same time. And Dynamax is the most unbalanced of them all. It was so bad. It was so bad in that it was way too powerful. Alright, so now if this thing is at -1, so we're going to do the thing again where we're going to Terra, and we're going to Chilling Water. And then hopefully our friend will be able to follow up with some Fire Fangs, and then bam, this is an easy fight. This thing is absolutely terrifying, but I feel a lot more comfortable now. That's for sure. Fire Fang. Can we get the burn for solidarity? That would be so funny. Aw, no burn. But yeah, see, like, we don't lose our item, which is so weird, you know? Also, my nose is itchy. Alright, this thing is at -2 now, which is really good. Doo-doo. Well, again, Shaman, you're thinking about it in the PvE experience, right? Which is player versus environment. You're thinking about it in the context of just in the game itself. But if you expand it to VGC, then the gimmick's power threshold changes completely, depending on what the gimmick was, you know? Obviously, all these gimmicks are going to work really well, like, just in the base game, especially if you have forethought. Like, on your first playthrough, it's not as powerful because you don't know everything about the game, and every other playthrough after that, it's a really powerful tool. But in VGC, that's a completely different story. So I think about it from both perspectives. Alright, and this thing's dead. Perfect. Let's go. GG. Easy. Definitely needed that. Because this thing would have been otherwise mortifying to me if I didn't prepare. Boom! GG. Let's go. Alrighty. So now that puts us up to 13 badges. But our level limit stays the same. So again, we have to be very careful. And where is it again? There it is. We've got 13 badges now. Only 5 to go, guys. 5 to go. That's 2 gyms, 1 Titan, and 2 Team Star bases. So only 5 fights to go. Which is exciting, honestly, because this is the fastest playthrough we've ever had of this game, because we're just able to just go on in, you know, just go full in with a plan and just completely delete everything, and then bam, we're moving on to the next thing already. Whereas with, like, Damageless and Pacifist, there was so much planning to do, so much stuff we had to collect. It also took so long to be able to perform all those battles. Same thing with Metronome. It's nice because we're only on the 7th stream right now, so we're approaching, like, the 20-hour mark, around that. So, like, we're just blasting through this. Do, 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 do. Yeah, now we just have to sit here and just wait for this to go on because I just want to move on to the Psychic Gym, please. We have to go for ESP and just suffer for 5 straight minutes. What's your plan for after you beat this? You mean the Nuzlocke? After I beat this Nuzlocke, we're going to be doing another Nuzlocke of this game. But we're going to be doing a fire type mono Nuzlocke, which means I'm only allowed to use fire types. And every single time I lose a Pokemon, I have to eat a habanero pepper on stream. It's called the Violet Spicy Nuzlocke, because we reached 200 followers a while back, and that was the goal that I set up. And then we blasted through that follower goal because we did a lot of Dynamax adventures. So that's going to be a very interesting playthrough when we get to that. And also, I was thinking of expanding what we do outside of just Dynamax Adventures and Nuzlocks and whatnot. Like, I do want to play other Pokemon games, and also, Donler did suggest that we should check out Poke Rogue, which is like a roguelike type adventure, but with Pokemon. So that could be something fun to do on stream. I'll have to see how to set up everything. We also have ROM hacks I want to do. We also have to go back to Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, randomize our Hardcore Nuzlocke to get our vengeance on that playthrough because we lost that one at the champion. Sorry, I haven't been here very often lately. Don't worry about it, Shaman. Don't worry about it. You're here when you can be, and that's perfectly fine. You know, you have stuff to do. I'm completely fine with that. We're just all here to have fun, you know? No need to get worried about that. Poke Rogue is even better than Emerald Roguelike. I still do not know anything about these games, so I have no reference point to work with. I have no idea. So I will just take your word for it, and maybe we'll drop in and do some Poke Rogue at some point. But right now, we have a Nuzlocke to do. And next up is our Nemona fight. So, I need to look up Nemona. Hey, ow, I hit my mic. Hey, Yuri, how's it going? How's it going? Thanks so much for going by. How are you doing? I hope that you're well. And, we're just doing our Nuzlocke at the moment. We just beat the Ground Titan. So now we are preparing for the Nemona fight coming up. So let's take a look-see. It's this one. Okay, so we have, I am facing a Lycanroc, a Sliggoo, a Palmot, and a Quaquaval. Let me actually bring this up so that way you guys see what I see. Where is it? Where? Ah, here we are. And we're going to put it on Nemona, and then boom, perfect. So this is what we're this is what we're working with. Boom. I'm in my alpha not standing for shit era. Fun. I can't wait for you to fight Aerie. Oh, I'm not excited for Aerie, but we don't need to worry about that for now. We only have to worry about the gyms, and then we can go do the rest of the encounters throughout the rest of the game, except for Area 0, and then we can plan out everything else. Funny thing is, when I started playing Scarlet Violet, I jokingly said that the professor's a robot the way they talked. When then they turned out to literally be a robot. I made that prediction when we got to Area 0. Once we got to Area 0, I wasn't really paying attention to his dialogue when we were going up against the Titans, but then it dawned upon me when we got to Area 0, and I was like, oh no. Yesterday, I got a shiny Roaring Moon. Let's go. Let's go, Yuri. Congrats. Man, it's been a while since I've done, like, regular shiny hunting. That's also something we need to do, is I also need to make a poll for the shiny starter so we can go do the shiny starter stream, because that was our previous redemption. I need to do that really quickly. Well, not quickly, but soon. All right, so First off, we have the Lichen Rock, which I think is pretty easily dealt with our starter. So that should be pretty easy to deal with. Then the Sligoo. Sligoo is going to be a bit of a problem.
What the Sigma are you doing? This isn't very skibbity phantom tax of you. Kai Senate and Queso would not be happy.
Oh god, fucking Kai Senat, or whatever however you pronounce their name. Oh gosh. Alright, so for Sligoo, I guess we just go for the throat and still just go for maximum damage. Same thing with Palmot and Quaquaval. I don't really know what to do against this team with my team, other than just spam my starter at it, because I don't really have any other Pokemon that can really take care of this team, you know? The fact that TTS can pronounce Skibbity, let's go. Man, again, these Pokemon are just not good. Yeah, so no matter what, we're going to have Joker come in. No matter what. Because it's going to be very useful. We could use Kofu against the Sligoo. That's not a horrible idea, but the problem is that then the Palmot's going to swap in, and then it's going to Thunder Wave us, or it's going to Spark us and probably paralyze us, and then Joker is just a sitting duck against the Quaquaval. So that's not the best option, but it might be our only option. I think Bambi should definitely come, because Bambi can go for the Bullet Seed. Raku can also come because it has Volt Absorb and it can take care of the Palmot. So Casper's not that useful. But Kofu isn't that useful either. Bring Dugtrio or Palo. Yeah, I could do that because then they completely just cut off the Palmot entirely. Yeah, that's right. Then the only problem after that is the Quaquaval. That's the only problem, because then we get hit with a water type move, and then we're kind of screwed, because it's going to have boosted water type damage, and it's going to have Aqua Step, which means it's going to be faster than the rest of our team. So, and we have the Ground Terra, which is not very good for us. Because the thing is, if I swap in Joker on an Aqua Step, then we're kind of fucked. Yes, we are Water Compaction, so that does raise our defenses. But that is still a Water Terra Quaquaval that's going to be incoming. Like, that is still terrifying. Well, how about we do some calcs? That would make our lives a lot easier. Pokemon Showdown calculator. And also, just for the sake of it, Palo Sand. I'm just going to double check what Water Compaction does. It doesn't make it immune to water. It just boosts its defense stats sharply when hit by a water move. So that means it can tank. If it's able to tank one water type attack, then this is the way to go. Because then we can recover on the first turn, because we can get this thing to have recover from our Kofu with the Memory Herb. And then we're good to go. All right, so let's go back to the calcs. Yay, calcs, exactly. So Nemona's Quaquaval, blank set. I believe this thing is... All right, Nemona... And we're just going to scroll down. I believe this thing just has 252 HP. Yeah, it has 252 HP and 25 across the board. So that means we're going to turn these into 25. 25. We're not going to care about anything else other than defense. Or special defense. Either one's okay. So 25, this thing's going to be level 43, and this thing is going to be Water Terra'd. with the Aqua Step. Alright. Then we have Palo Sand. Oh, Palo Sand. Palo Sand. There we go. And ours is level 43 as well. I don't know what its stats are completely, but this thing has 122 defense. So I'm just going to raise this until we get to 122. Alright. And we have 150 HP. Again, I'm not going to care specifically about what my IVs are at the moment. I just want to get the accurate representation. And we could give this thing a defensive nature as well if we're not able to survive. Okay, so right up there with the Aqua Step, it says 69.3 to 82.6%. So we do survive one. We survive one Aqua Step. Now, out of curiosity, before I return to the calc, what does the Absorb Bulb do again? What does the Absorb Bulb do again? Absorb Bulb Pokemon. It raises the holder's special attack when hit by a damaging water type move. So we could do that too. Do a wombo combo where we boost our special attack as well. And then we have access to Giga Drain that we can use. Or we can go all out with a more damaging move. But we don't have one of those is the problem. So it would probably be Giga Drain because we don't have Earth Power at the moment. We'd have to go look for that. And let's see, what else? Sorry, I was just checking my stream. Let's see, what else? All right, so now let's say that we're at +2. If we're at +2, we're then at 34.6% to 42.6%. So that means if we have Recover on Sandwoman, we can just continuously recover until we survive long enough to be able to tank the Quaquaval's hits and then go for attacks. So yeah, this is probably the safest bet. Because we just raise our defense 3 times and just constantly recover spam, and then we're good to go. Okay. I think we are good to go then. So we just need to get Recover on this thing now, because I'm sure Recover is an egg move, if I recall. Let me go check out Palo Sand again. Oh no, we don't have access to a recovery move. Oh, no. That's really bad, actually. Because this thing does not get Recover as an HP recovery move. Huh. Let's think. Because Giga Drain, along with a Leftovers, could probably do the job. Right? There's also, obviously, the Absorb Bulb. But I don't think the Absorb Bulb is worth it. I think Giga Drain with a Leftovers and Protect would probably be our best bet. Because if we are able to, if we have a Leftovers on us, we're going to survive the hit. Obviously, there's always a risk of crit, but we just have to take that chance. Because otherwise, we're going to have to do some risky plays with Meowscarada, and that could put Meowscarada in danger of dying. And I need Meowscarada for this gym. I need it. You'll see in a bit. I need this Meowscarada. So we're going to have Water Compaction help us with our Giga Drains, and then we're going to Protect for more HP recovery, and then rinse and repeat until the Quaquaval is dead. I think that's our best bet. Because, for example, going for, like, Stab Earth Power, that's level 54. We don't have Shadow Ball either, so we can't go for the Stab Ghost move. So, yeah, we're just in a bind here where we just have to use Giga Drain instead, which I'm not happy about. At all. Not happy about that. You could also get Rest, but then that puts us in another vulnerable situation, right? Like, we have Rest. What happens when we're at +4? So the difference between +2 and +4 is only 10%. Once we get to +6, then that's another 5%. Or more, sorry, like 8% reduction. I'm just scared of during those rest turns that we get crit. Whereas whenever and if we get crit, then we don't have a better alternative strategy. And if it's just going to continuously Aqua Step us, it's going to gain speed every single time. And then our Meowscarada isn't going to be able to outspeed it and kill it if we need it to do the kill. So I think it's in our best interest to still go for the Protect play. What's your plan? We could use Tackle. I saw that coming from a mile away, Dawnler. I saw that coming from a mile away before you even typed that. I read you like a book. Schnappy will carry. Schnappy is with us. Who's Schnappy? Did we ever have a Pokemon named Schnappy or something on another playthrough, or are you referring to something else? Yeah, so I don't think there's any other things that we can use. You saw nothing. Yeah, I didn't see anything because I just completely predicted you. That a little dragon, cute. Das klein Crocodile. Gotcha. I see. All right, so Joker is going to be out in the front, guaranteed, with my Assault Vest, I think. Because it can take care of the, Sliggoo, no problem. What if we just changed Palo's Terra? That would be way too time-consuming. Because we would need to go to the school in order to do that, and all of the ones that are at the school are not unlocked yet. We do have the normal shards because we beat the gym, but I don't think that's a good use of our normal shards, honestly. I think we're better off just... Alright, let me see what happens if we do have a different Terra. Let's see. If we're at +0, then we take 34% damage instead. And then that basically guarantees us that we survive. You know, that's not... Oh, I need to go pick up the Terra Shards. I don't have them, but I can go get them. So that is valid. That's a very valid idea. Because that way we don't have to risk crits at all because of our weakness. And the other thing is, the ground-type Terra isn't doing us any favors. Because it's not going to help us against the Ice Gym. It's not going to help us against the Fairy-type Team Starbase. It's not going to help us against the Dragon Titan. And it's not going to help us against Airy. For anything, Airy would be better off with a Ghost Terra Shard. So, honestly, that's a good idea. Let's go do that, just to make our lives a lot easier against Nemona. That's a very good idea. If it were any other Terra type, I'd be like, no siree, I am not going to be grinding for Terra Shards just to guarantee that we win. But since this is free, let's go get it. Because then we get all the benefits of Water Compaction without needing to worry about anything else. Alright, so... Oh, you're not the one I talked to. You want to change your Pokemon's Terra type? You always doubt me? I wasn't thinking about the normal ones. Alright, so now, first Corn, now this. Corn was my creation. I made it the way that it was, and I did it just because it was funny. Oh, no, wait, are you talking about Corn from the Nuzlocke? I mean, Corn wasn't that useful in the Nuzlocke. It wasn't that useful. It was nice to have, but we only used it for one fight, right? And then it just faded away into obscurity. What ability did it have again? I honestly forget. It's been a while. It's been a long while. It's been almost 2 years at this point since we've done that. You doubted it, but it had potential. Yes, I did recognize that it had potential. I just didn't realize how good of a scale of the potential it would be. Alrighty, so now this should make our lives a lot easier because now Nemona we will use Joker on her first 2 Pokemon. Where's my Assault Vest? Is it in the box? I'm gonna put that away. I'm gonna put that away. Where's my Assault Vest? Where'd it go? Assault Vest! Here, Assault Vest. There you are. We're gonna give the Assault Vest to you, because then you'll withstand more of the Sligoo's attacks. And then we'll be good to go on that front. Then Palmot will come in after that, and then we swap in Palo Sand, and then go from there. So we're gonna change your position to go here. You're gonna go back into the box for now, because we don't really need you. For our Psychic Gym, we should probably have some Bug types. Some Bug types would be pretty nice. We also have Ghost on the team, so that's pretty good. We don't need Raku right now. So having these as some backups for like Intimidate dropping and whatnot, that's pretty good. And now we need to give you the leftovers for your recovery. Yeah, make sure not to tear into Quaqua. After the fuck up against the where's my leftovers? After the fuck up against the electric type gym, I have learned my lesson in that I need to be very careful with my, oh, it's probably in the box. I need to be careful with my Terras, because that was a major mistake. Give to another Pokemon, you give that. And give that to another Pokemon. You give that. And then I think we're good to go fight Nemona. I think we're fine. And Joker, we're going to keep as low level as possible because this thing is necessary for the gym. And we're just going to Flower Trick and Night Slash, and then we should be good to go. Because Lycan Rock is very frail. So we should be good to go. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. I think we're good. Okay. Alright, Nemona. We are semi-quasi prepared for you. Let us see how this goes. And let us be victorious! And then the funny thing is that the, oh, wait. Always save your game, so that way if your game crashes, we don't want to lose all that progress. So yeah, Joker, then Sandwoman. Joker, Sandwoman. I just got a shiny Noibat while going for Salandit. Let's go, Yuri. Congrats. I'm happy for you. I love how she was like, you have gym badge number 6, but I actually have 13 badges, lady. I have 13. Do not patronize me. Alright. Again, this should be easy. Should with a capital D. Alrighty. Preparing for our final fight against her, that's going to be an interesting one. Because we're going to have to keep in mind for Stealth Rocks. Keyword gym badge. I've done more than fight gyms. Alrighty. Alright, so we should be able to just go for the Flower Trick, and this thing will probably go for the Excel Rock, which we're fine with. We're not going to Terra here. Oh, it did an Excel Rock. Okay, that's good. Because this thing should just die. Yeah, because of the critical hit. Oh my god, it's a critical hit. Aren't I so lucky? Alright, that's really good, because that is damage that we did not want for the Sligoo. So I will take it. No voice acting still. I'm not going to do voice acting for our Nuzlocks because the game is already long enough as is. Oh, are you talking about the game itself having voice acting? It would be nice for the games to have voice acting, that's for sure. Alright, so now we're going to go for Night Slash. Oh, nice! That wasn't even a crit either. Damn. And the Assault Vest came in really clutch there too. So now we're going to Night Slash again. And then bam, Sligoo's down. Let's go. Alright, so Palmot's coming out, but we're going to swap out against it because it's going to go for the Arm Thrust. And we can just swap into our Sandwoman to be able to completely neutralize the little Palmot. And of course, we're not going to Terra yet. We're not going to Terra yet because we have to wait until the Quaquaval is on the field. Alright, Thunder Wave, good. That was the one thing I was scared of, was the Thunder Wave. So now we're going to go for just regular bulldozes. Yeah. I mean, why would I even have to think about that for a second? Just press the super effective button, lol. Alright, good. That's half damage. That's a lot of damage, surprisingly, from a Palo-San that's a special attacker. Quite honestly, that's pretty good. Alright, bulldoze again. Alrighty, and now finally. Oh, also, thank you so much, Purple Cactus, for the follow. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. How are you doing? Thanks so much for coming by the stream. I'm Adrian, and we're doing a Hardcore Nuzlocke at the moment, and we are about to defeat our rival Nemona before we go into the Psychic Gym. I'm glad that you decided to come on by. Alright, so we're going to stay in, and then we're going to Terra Normal, so that way the Aqua Step doesn't do as much damage to us, and we raise our defenses. Alright, so we're going to Terra Normal, and then we're going to Giga Drain our HP back and see how this goes. And if we lose too much HP from, say, like a critical hit or something, we cannot lose to a critical hit because we are going to be neutralizing the damage. We're going to gain our HP back with the Giga Drain, and then we can protect for leftovers recovery if we need it. Watch Nemona cheat and use CC. That'd be funny. But thankfully, it doesn't have that. Even at this level, I don't think it has close combat until, like, level 50s, I think? Question mark? I'm shocked this thing doesn't have Brick Break on it or something. You know? That would have been really good to have, honestly. Alright, yep, she's going for the Aqua Step. Alright. Even with a crit, we should be completely fine. Oh, of course the crit had to come in. Of course the crit had to come in. Wow, I cannot believe it. But we survived 2 crits, actually. We survived 2 of them, which is really good. Oh, and we got our HP back. I am not going to risk this on a roll, though. I'm going to protect just to stay safe. You don't know what it has. I don't have the docs in front of me. It has Aqua Step, it has Aqua Jet, and it has Air Slash. It does not have any other moves. See, now it's going for Air Slash because Aqua Step isn't going to be as powerful for it anymore. Even though it actually would be more powerful because of the Terra. But we're good to go now. GG. Thank you for the suggestion, Donler. Alrighty, and then we're going to go for the Giga Drain. This is a roll, I believe. Wow, that does nothing. Alright, GG. Easy. Phew! And that was a crit, too. So I don't even know if that was a roll or not. It probably was a roll. Alright, GG. Let's go. Okay. And we still have our 1 death streak going on for us right now. I cannot believe I'm never going to let that down where... Ooh, Joker is going to be really close. I'm never going to live that down, where we could be at 0 deaths right now if I didn't make a mistake and accidentally run into a Tauros, you know? But hey, if we somehow make it with only 1 death at the very end of the run, that means I can do a 0 death Nuzlocke. And we can probably do that before Gen 10 comes out in a couple of years. Alrighty. Now we need to fight Tulip. Now bring all your weak Pokemon to Tulip. No. So here's the thing. The entirety of the ESP is a joke. It's a complete and utter joke. Because I exploited this in my Pacifist playthrough, actually. Or was it my Damageless playthrough? I exploited this in one of my playthroughs, where all of the ESP's teams only have 1 type of move on those Pokemon. Also, apologize if you hear anything in the background. So the majority of the ESP Pokemon only have psychic moves, which means that my dark type starter is going to very easily be able to just stand there and just kill everything in front of it. There is one exception where there is a Medicham, and Medicham only has high jump kick, which means that we can then just stand in front of it while it's using high jump kicks, and just completely ruin its day. It could have been Damageless. I honestly forget everything that I did in that playthrough, because I didn't get to make a video out of it, you know? Which makes me sad. So now, all we really need to do is just walk in there with our team. I just wish that Joker... Joker should be fine. It's only 5,000 experience, and there's only 5 Pokemon, and 2 of them are Gothitelle and Kirlia, which shouldn't give that much XP. We should be safe on the level limit. I am just spooked out of my mind. But we should be fine. I know what you didn't do. What did I not do? Okay, so... Hey, you didn't take damage. Exactly. So, yeah, the items are not really of any concern. So we're just gonna have to, let me just, give this to you, I guess, and then we'll just give this to you, and we'll call it a day. And put away in my bag. ESP is boring. I don't like it as a game because it's just really slow and unnecessary. And also the music is haunting. It haunts me to this very day, which is why I made fun of it in the Pacifist playthrough. Luckily, I didn't lose at all during that. So at least I don't have to deal with ESP constantly, you know? Yeah, so I'm just gonna double check really quickly. I'm just gonna take a look at the spreadsheet. Do you want a yellow rock? Oh, did you get a Geodude? Whoops. Whoops, that's unfortunate. I am sorry to hear that. I'm good, thank you. I appreciate it. But no. I already have a lot of those. Alright, Gothorita. Gothorita should only have Psyshock. Yeah, Gothorita only has Psyshock. Kirlia. Kirlia only has Psychic. Grumpig. Grumpig only has Psyshock and Snore, and it also has Power Gem, but I'm also not that worried about Power Gem, so, like, I don't need to worry about that much. Indeedee female. Indeedee female has only Psychic, And then Medicham only has high jump kick. Oh, it has high jump kick. No, yeah, it only has high jump kick. It has Psych Up, Acupressure, Power Trick, and high jump kick. So yeah, this should be really easy. We should be able to just blast through this fight. So let us go in. I'm just going to save. Always remember to save your game, guys. Alrighty, let's go. Why are most trainers so weak? Because this is a kid's game. You know? Kids want to be able to actually beat these games, right? Whereas, like, when we're all older and all that shit, we kind of want a new challenge. But we're just too old to be able to have the games be directly advertised to us, you know? Because at the end of the day, they want new fans, and those new fans are going to be kids. So there's not really much that we can do about that. So instead, we do self-imposed challenges, because that is within our control. Okay, so yeah, we should be good to go. Joker just stands in front with the dark type and just completely destroys. Sandwoman also does the same thing for the high jump kicking Medicham. And then we're good to go. Alrighty. And we have to go through fucking ESP first. Ugh. It sucks. But it's fine. You spotted a shiny bombardier at night with shadows? Dang, nice. That thing's pretty hard to spot if it's at night, I think. GG. It's this bullshit again. Oh, God. The last time I heard this was in the fucking Metronome-only playthrough when we were fighting Penny. Oh, God. It's so slow, and it's raining, too. That's the worst part. You see how laggy this is? Because it's raining? Hey, It's so slow, guys. We only had to do 5 of these, but it's so slow. I'm so angry right now. You can tell based on my expression. I'm also so happy. It makes me feel great. Oh, I'm happy again all of a sudden, guys. Oh, this isn't too bad. Oh, no, and I'm surprised that I am happy. All right, putting the controller down. You don't need to do anything else. You only need 5. You're just slowing yourself down if you do any more than that. Finish! Dun dun! And then the next one, I believe, is 8. Alright, small child. I will destroy you. You will be annihilated for having to subject me to ESP. Why are y'all standing right next to Meowscarada? Why are the spectators just standing there right next to me? They're in the splash zone. Why are they standing there? Why are you so close? Personal space much? I guess they're just T-posing there, quote unquote. Alright, so easy kill. Double edge? Hell no. And now she's going to bring out the Curlia. Night Slash isn't going to be as useful to us. Because that's going to be just neutral. So we're better off just going for Flower Trick and just annihilating it. Night Slash would probably also annihilate it. But let's just kill it outright. So we can go back to ESP hell. Alrighty. Yeah, you fucking cry there, Emily. It's what you deserve. Oh, and she just snapped back to reality. Oh boy, it's time for more delight and fun. Hey, I hate everything. This is 2. This is 3. it's stupidly catchy, and I hate it. This is 5, I think. I'm losing count. This is 6. I'm losing count, but I'm just gonna think that it's that. Wow, Meowscarada isn't even just moving a muscle at all. It's just doing generic poses. I think this is 7, so now we just have one more. I'm angry, and now we just drop the controller, and we just leave it. I don't know if that was 8 or 9, but I don't want to do any more. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. No more. I hate it. You secretly work out to the ESP song. Oh, this would be mind-numbing if I were to exercise to this. Like, this is not exercise music. If anything, any other kind of, like, video game, like, high-octane music or, like, battle themes would be better than, hey, hey. Alright, so out comes the Grumpig. They are still standing next to me like a bunch of weirdos. And I'm going to go for the Night Slash. It's probably isn't going to kill. I underestimated my starter. I underestimated it. Sheesh. Throat Chop. We don't really need that. Yeah, the Professor's theme is amazing. Alright, so he's going to swap in the Medicham, but then we're going to swap out into our Palo-Sand, and it's going to crash and burn into the ground because of its high jump kick. Or do I want to go into Casper instead? Because we'll go into Casper because of Hex and the super effective damage. Let's just get out of here. I am donezo. Ba-da-da-da. Well, I went for Power Trick, but now it can't hit me with high jump kick. So go to hell. Ooh! Wow, how am I just one-shotting these Pokemon? I thought I'd be like two-shotting these Pokemon at best, but no, I'm not. That's crazy. And we're definitely going to swap out on the Indeedee because we can't hit it with a Ghost-type move. But it should be fine because we swap back out into Joker and it can't hit us with a Psychic-type move, and then we're good to go. I wouldn't play Unite myself, honestly, because I already have my own repertoire of PvP games that I play in my own spare time. And Unite just isn't one of those that interests me. Because I played it for the first couple of months that it was out, but I didn't really like it. I didn't really enjoy it as much as other people did, especially since I didn't have other people to play with. So I was just doing it solo, and I didn't really enjoy it. Though I understand the appeal of the game, that's for sure. Because again, it's just it's a Dota, right? So, no, is that it? Is that what it's classified as? I forget what it's called. But it's basically just like League of Legends, but Pokemon. So it's like, League of Legends, not my kind of thing. Pokemon : League of Legends, also not really my thing. MOBA, thank you, thank you. No, Dota is a MOBA, but MOBA is the genre. Gotcha. I thought of Dota because Dota is like one of the quintessential MOBAs. Or am I wrong? I could be wrong. I've never played it either, so like I wouldn't know. Okay, so now we got a plan for Tulip, which should also be a pretty straightforward fight because we're gonna have our starter take care of everything. So let's take a look at Tulip Pokemon. Bum 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 bum. Alright, so we have a Farigiraf, we have a Gardevoir, we have an Espathra, and we have a Florges. Let me bring up the screen right here. Bring up the screen, and also I have the this for Tulip. All right, so how are we gonna go about this? Because Farigiraf is a pretty tanky Pokemon, you know, but it cannot hurt Joker at all. It can't hurt Joker because it can't go for Zen Headbutt, and Crunch isn't going to do that much damage to me, and Armor Tail only protects against priority moves. So going with Joker on the first Pokemon is a pretty solid move. After that is where things get a little interesting, because Gardevoir has Dazzling Gleam, right? But I don't have any Pokemon that are resistant to Dazzling Gleam other than my Fire type, Naruto. This is the only Pokemon that can resist Fairy type in my entire box. You know what? I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'll think about this on my break, and then we will get to theory crafting, and then we'll go into Tulip. I think we got this, but I need to be prepared. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere, and I will see you soon. Alright, hello. I have returned. Thank you so much for waiting. We shall continue our planning. I didn't come up with any ideas when I was returning, so I'm trying to think. What are some of our options here? Because Farigiraf is pretty bulky. It's not. It's more bulky in terms of like the HP department, but it has more special attack than physical attack, and it has 2 physical attacks in Crunch and Zen Headbutt. Also, how fast is it, out of curiosity? 60 speed. Okay. Because what I'm trying to think of is maybe we want to explore hazards. That'd be interesting. Haunter Trust? Yes, sure. Haunter will annihilate this team for sure. So what I'm trying to think is maybe Cellophane can get involved and lay some Toxic Spikes. Because I believe I have Toxic Spikes in my bag. And if we're able to put 2 layers up, we can stall some of the Reflect, because Farigiraf has Zen Headbutt, Crunch, and Reflect. So what we can do is we can use the Covert Cloak to avoid getting flinched, and to avoid our defenses being lowered. And then we can use Toxic Spikes twice to be able to inflict Toxic on all of her Pokemon that come out after that. So we don't need to necessarily worry about one-hit KOing everything, because I think our team is strong, don't get me wrong, in terms of like physical attack, which Gardevoir and Espathra are pretty weak in, but we're also pretty slow, so maybe we can use Silk Trap well, not Silk Trap. We could use, what is that move? Sticky Web? Do we have access to Sticky Web right now? I'm not sure. Spidops. We do not have access to Sticky Web. Oh, no, we do have a Sticky Web. Level 33. So we could use Sticky Web as well to lower their speeds. That is interesting. That is interesting. We could do that. Interesting. Because I'm trying to think. Because it's either our starter just goes ham, and like Grass Terras and Flower Tricks both the Gardevoir and the Espathra, while also Night Slashing the Farigiraf, which will not kill probably. That's the only issue. It'll probably take 2 hits to kill it. And if they put the Reflect up, crits go around the walls, actually, now that I think about it. That would be pretty good, not gonna lie. So if I put... This could be a Meowscarada sweep. Because if I put the Assault Vest on Meowscarada... No, crits don't ignore Reflect and Light Screen? Really? I thought that they just straight up avoided Reflect and Light Screen. Let me double check. Pokemon do crits bypass Reflect and Light Screen. Well, it says here, critical hits ignore any positive stat modifiers and several damage reduction effects on the target Pokemon, such as defense stages, special defense stages, and effects like Reflect or Light Screen. And then on this Reddit post, it says that they bypass them entirely. And it's corroborated by a couple of other people. Yeah, and then on Bulbapedia, it also says that it bypasses Light Screen. as well. Critical hits ignore effects of physical damage reduction from reflect, etc., and special damage reduction from light screen, etc. So if we have Flower Trick just completely ignores the reflect that Farigiraf could put up. It might not, but it can. Just because you think they're a terrible sight doesn't mean that they're incorrect, because there are a lot of people here that are corroborating with it. Like a bunch of Reddit posts, Bulbapedia, Maryland is apparently another thing, which is like a Pokemon glossary. Maryland. A lot of things are corroborating with each other, so it should work. Alrighty, so I think we're going to go with that. So we go with the Grass Terra on our Pokemon, and we get the Assault Vest to protect ourselves against the potentially not one-hit KOing the... actually, no, I can just calc it. Let's calc it for every single one of our Pokemon. Let's calc it. So, Meowscarada. Meowscarada. It's going to be... Nope, not that. It's going to be level 46 because we're going to get enough XP to be able to level this thing up. It's going to be Grass Terrad. It's going to be Flower Trick. And for good measure, we'll also do Night Slash. Then after, my Meowscarada has 148 attack. Oh, and it's adamant too. Wow! My Meowscarada almost has max IVs in attack. That's amazing! Holy shit, we got an awesome Meowscarada. And we have 157 speed as well. Holy shit! Our Meowscarada is fucking nuts! It has nearly max attack and speed IVs. Crazy. And then we'll start off with the Farigiraf. This thing has 10 or 20 across the board. 20 is across the board. So we're only caring about this and this. Oh, actually, no. We'll care about attack as well. 20 across the board. This thing's going to be level 44. Oh, it's a roll for us to just one-hit KO it with Flower Trick. It's just a one-hit KO. Let's see. Because is that counting for the critical hit? Yeah, it is counting it for the crit. Alright. And what happens if this thing goes for Crunch? Crunch does 21% damage to us if we're not Terrad. And if we are Terrad, it does double that. So 10% not Terrad. And then 20% if we aren't Terrad. So what we can do is we can go for 2 Night Slashes, right? We can do 2 Night Slashes to kill the Farigiraf. And if 1 Night Slash doesn't do the job, we can Terra Grass and hit it with the Flower Trick, and that'll guaranteed kill it because it'll go through the Reflect. Then against the Gardevoir... Gardevoir, 20s across the board. It's also going to be level 44, but we're only going to care about these 3 stats right here. We're going to one-hit KO it anyway, but it's just for thoroughness. 44. We absolutely annihilate it with Flower Trick, and we outspeed it by a ton as well. So that's good. Espathra. Also level 44, right? Yep, level 44. 20s across the board. We're only going to care about HP. Yeah, we completely outspeed this S-Pather as well, which is really good. And we annihilate as well with the Flower Trick. And then finally, Florges. Florges, and 45. This thing's gonna have 25, 25, 252. Ugh. That's a little scary. Not gonna lie. That's a little scary. We don't one-hit KO it. There is a chance. There's a 6% chance that we one-hit KO it. And we can't use Hone Claws if we're using the Assault Vest. But let's see how much damage it'll do to us with all of its moves. So it's going to go for either Psychic or Moonblast. Psychic and Moonblast. Yeah, and this is accounting for the fact that we're Dark type. And if we put... Wow, that's not a lot. That's not a lot of damage. What the hell? Well, actually, we have nearly max special defense as well. God damn. This Meowscarada is nuts. Holy shit. Let's see. Calculating with tools is never cheating, ever. The biggest Nuzlockers in the world always do calcs. Always. When they're uncertain about whether their Pokemon can do the job, they always do calcs. If you look up P-Chow or Pokemon Challenges, he does this religiously. And it's all in an effort to not have any deaths on the team, you know? And I want to keep this to a 1-death Nuzlocke if I can, because I fucked up at the very beginning of the run. Yeah, but if we have the Assault Vest on... If we have the Assault Vest on, we take no damage, and then all we need to do is hit it twice and we win. Yep, alright. I guess that's the strategy. We're just gonna spam Joker at them until they fall over and die. Sounds like a great plan to me. And I'm going to level you up just a tad. Oh, and I should also probably take off the screen. Boom. Alright. And a 1. A 2. A 3, and how about just for good measure, we'll go with a 4, and that's it, no more. I'm not going to level up anyone else, I think, because again, I think we're good to go. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're good to go with this team, honestly, because we have good bulk, we have Ghost-type Pokemon just in case... just in case things don't work out, I would probably put Reagan on the team over Valentino. Because we're more specially bulky and we have more HP. And we have a live attack. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Alright, this should be an easy one. So we Night Slash turn 1, then that could possibly kill. After that, we just Terra Grass everything else. And we win. And we should be good to go. So, yeah. And we have the Assault Vest to make sure that we're protected against the Florges. We still have to dodge a crit, but that's still fine. Because, again, we can survive 2 even with a crit. So, yeah, let's get going. Let's go beat Tulip. And then we'll prepare for Grusha, and then we'll be done with all the gyms in the playthrough. And then all we have left are 2 Team Star bases and 1 Titan. Which, admittedly, are going to be probably the hardest fights in the game before Elite Four and Turo. So we do need to be careful about that. I'm going to give you a Citrus Berry. Just in case things go wrong. But the calcs don't lie. The calcs don't lie. They are, in fact, truthers. They are very truthful. I have 3 Pokemon weak to ice. It's slightly bad. Yes, we'll deal with that when we get to it. I have so many Pokemon that are weak to ice. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Let me go annoy the Discord. Alrighty. Alrighty. We're fighting Tulip. Whoop. And we're going all in with Joker. No brain. No thoughts. No thoughts. Head empty. Alrighty. And... You don't get what the point of Discord is, but I mean, Discord is just a place where you can chat with people, you know? It's just another place where you can make servers, build up your communities, inform people about what's going on, because you can ping people specifically with specific at everyone's and whatnot. And it's how the people that you see today interact with our community, and they still come back, you know, because despite the fact that we have 211 followers right now, not all of those are watching, right? The only ones that are really truly watching are the people that always come back because they keep in touch with the Discord, you know? There are a couple of people here and there that don't use my Discord at all, and they still come on by anyway, but the people that come by the most are the people that are the most informed on my Discord, you know? Plus, again, they get to show off shinies and talk about the games they're playing, and etc, etc. It's just a fun little place to talk. Alrighty. Let us head on in. This should be a one-shot sweep. I am hoping for the best, and let's just get on in it. The bewitching beautician. Oh, you shall be bewitched to an early grave. Got him. But yeah, the calcs don't lie. The calcs don't lie. Don't prematurely Terra. Because it can only hit you with Crunch, and it can go for Reflect. And if it goes for Reflect, we don't give a shit, because Flower Trick bypasses Reflect. That is a very key thing. This strategy would not work if we weren't just guaranteed to get critical hits all the time. This strategy depends on Reflect not working that way. Aye. Alright, it's time, Tulip. We're gonna take you down. In probably the most humiliating way possible, with just one Pokemon. My one Pokemon against your 4. Let's get it. Alright, so we're not gonna Terra just yet, because we're going to save the Terra for later on, and we resist Crunch if it decides to go for Crunch. So we're going to start out with a Night Slash, and there is a 12% chance that this is a one-hit KO. Ah, dang it. Alright, and it did get the Reflect up, but that's okay. We don't care about that. At all. We don't care, because critical hits bypass Reflect. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, easy. Farigiraf in my first playthrough was a menace, honestly. But now I don't care about it because it's easy to kill. Because it went for Reflect instead of going for Crunch. Which would have been the better play to go for. Now we're going to Terra Grass, and because we outspeed both the Gardevoir and the Espathra, we're just going to critical hit, one-shot both of them. And just in case the calcs were wrong in figuring out that crits bypass Reflect and whatnot, which even the calcs say that Reflect is ignored through Reflect. Reflect gets ignored with crits. We just one-shot the rest of the team, probably. Yep, Gardevoir is down, even through a Reflect. Ba-ba-da. Alright, Espathra's coming in next, but we don't care because we outspeed this guy too. Ba-da-da-da. Da 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 da. Flower Trick. Bum ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba ba da da. No thoughts. Head empty. Just spam my starter Pokemon at this gym leader. It's perfect. Alright, and no to Florges. We're going to stay in. This is a roll. This is a 6% chance to OHKO it. Exactly OHKO it. And if not, we can tank one Psychic and or one Moonblast, and we win. Because then we just go first the next turn anyway. If we didn't have the Assault Vest, this would be a lot scarier, because a crit could have killed us. But we have the Assault Vest on. And we almost have maximum special defense IVs, which is amazing. So we're good to go. Do 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 do. Ah, dang. No one-hit KO, but it's fine. Moonblast isn't going to do shit to us. Look at that. Beautiful. And the Reflect wore off, but we don't care. No thoughts. Head empty. Hit the Flower Trick button. Goodbye. And that's wrapped up. Just my starter Pokemon completely decimating her entire team. Let's go. And Joker... I'm sorry to say, this is probably the most useful you will be for a while, because you are not going to be very good against some of the rest of the teams that we have to fight in the future. So going up against Grusha, you're not going to be useful. Going up against Ortega, you're not going to be good. Going up against Aerie, you're not going to be good. We're probably not even going to see you for the Dragon Titan. So we're probably not going to see you until the Elite Four. Which really sucks, but it is the way it is. Man. Alright, well, at the very least, we got Florigata. We got Meowscarada some love. We needed that, because Meowscarada is about to bite the bullet and be shoved into the PC. Alrighty. Grusha... Pokemon. So Grusha's team is going to be a little bit more interesting. And the level limit's now 48 instead. So let me change the level limit. We are 48. And we now have 14 badges. Boom. Look at us go. Look at us go. Grusha's going to be excruciating. Ba-dum-bum. That's a good one. That's a good one. Good job. All right. So now that we are moving on to Grusha, we need to take inventory of our Pokemon. Because, actually, I don't even need to do that. I can just go and show you guys what we're looking at. This is going to be interesting, because if the Frostmoth gets Tailwind off, we're not in the happiest position. Because Tailwind is pretty scary. Because it'll make the rest of her team much faster than our team. And her team is pretty damn slow. So, if we prepare properly... we can probably one-hit KO the Frostmoth and just not worry about it at all. Not worry about the Tailwind. And we should be good to go. Also, what's Shield Dust again? Shield Dust is unaffected by additional effects, so it doesn't get hit by status effects. So we don't need to worry about its hidden ability, which is Ice Scales, which reduces the amount of damage it takes from special attacks. So we don't need to worry about that. So that means if we just shove a Fire type or a Rock type move up its whatever, it will one-hit KO it. And if we can manage to do that before it Tailwinds, then we are in an especially privileged position, because that means the Beartic, the Satitan, and the Altaria are going to be easier to take down because they're not going to be as fast. And you're slow, right? 65 speed. Okay. So let's see. I have one Pokemon in mind for this gym, and that is Oh, it's not on the screen. Boom. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Boom! Scovillain. Scovillain, I think, is going to be our Pokemon of choice for this gym. Because it's a fire type, right? It's grass fire, so it doesn't get hit by ice type for super effective damage. It doesn't get hit by ground type moves either for super effective damage, unless we decide to Terra type it. But in that case, we could give it the air balloon for an extra advantage. To make sure that it can't hurt us with an Earthquake. And Satitan doesn't have Earthquake. It's only Beartic that has Earthquake. So that would be pretty good in our favor. Naruto, though, is not a very bulky Pokemon. It's okay in terms of its speed. But we also don't have access to super training yet, because we need to be level 50 before we can use that. It doesn't have much EVs, because you haven't been using it, though, but I EV trained it. I EV trained a lot of Pokemon on the side. Not all of them, mind you, but a lot of Pokemon that we're not using currently at the moment. Like, for example, Dazzle, the Flittle. I always thought, maybe we'll use this against Atticus back in the day. And so I leveled it. I EV trained it. And I also EV trained Masquerain. I also EV trained Scovillain. I also EV trained Rimuru, our Dragon-type Pokemon for the future. So I have been thinking about this in the background, because otherwise that would just be more EV training that I would have to do before the fight. But whatever. We have a Fire-type Pokemon that we can use and level up. And this thing has a balance of attack and special attack. I decided not to go and invest in one or the other, because I felt that that would be easier for us to use. To be able to pick between a physical-type attacker or a Fire-type attacker. Sorry, a Fire-type. Or a special attacker. Because it has both types of moves. Like, for example, its grass-type moves, until it learns Leaf Storm, its best move is Bullet Seed with the dice. But in terms of fire-type moves, its best move is Flamethrower, which is going to be very important. And if this thing is faster than everything on Grusha's team, then we're pretty good to go, honestly. What is Scovillain's... What's Scovillain's speed? I did invest some speed into it. 75. So basically, if any of her Pokemon, if any of his Pokemon have less than 75 base speed, we're pretty good. Especially since we'll one-hit KO the Frostmoth. So the only thing that could potentially be faster is Altaria. And we also do need to keep in mind that they have 20 base IVs across the board for the entire team, right? So they do have IVs. They don't have EVs, but they have IVs. And I don't know what this thing's IVs are in terms of speed, but I did give it some speed investment. So it'll really depend on their base, on how much speed they have, which we can calculate. So, Sandwoman, I think you're out. See, look at all these Pokemon that are hit by, like, ice or ground. It's awful. This team is very allergic to Grusha's team. Very allergic. Joker, you're not going to be that useful. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of options at all for Pokemon to just sit in front of an ice type. But once we beat this, we're pretty good for a while, you know? We'll be pretty okay. I mean, Sandwoman's still a good Pokemon. It's better than Bambi, I think. But Bambi is faster, and we could give it Jump Kick, but that's too dangerous. I mean, Casper's not going to be that useful, but we do have Mystical Fire. And we could give it a plus special defense nature. Casper would be pretty good in this fight. Cellophane, not as much. Okay. Oh, Jump Kick isn't in this game? I thought that Bambi was, like, the only one that could do it. Let's see. Does it even get any fighting type moves? It gets just Double Kick. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, okay, well this thing's useless. Just high jump kick? I don't think this thing gets high jump kick. Like, it only gets jump kick. I think so, anyway. The Saws Buck. Yeah, it doesn't have access to high jump kick either. Wow, the one good fighting type coverage move that it had in jump kick, and it doesn't even have it anymore. That is so rude. Yeah, this thing's useless on the team right now. So we're going to swap back in Cellophane, because we don't really have any options. Okay. So first of all, let's level up Naruto so they're caught up to the rest of the team. Okay, I'm going to use, like, 10 on you. Because we have until level 48. We have a pretty big XP gap, you know? 3. Oh my gosh, this takes forever. Good thing I stocked up. Seed Bomb. That's pretty good, actually. We'll keep that instead of Bullet Seed, because we're probably not going to be able to use the dice. The dice are going to be pretty scary. Alright, we're going to use 3. Then we're going to use 2. And then we're going to use 1. And then Solar Beam? Hell no. Okay. Oh, Overheat. Ooh. Okay, that's a good last-minute addition to have. Because if we really need to go all out and just destroy something, that's not a bad option. But I do think our special attack is going to suffice for Flamethrower. And if we also Terra Fire, which is another good boost. Okay, now we need to level up everyone else to make sure that they're at a decent level. At the very least with Kofu, it's just so tanky that it'll be perfect on any team that we use. So that's going to be nice. You need to be leveled up desperately. Because if in any bad case scenario, we can just use Reagan because it's a rock type Pokemon, which is pretty good. As long as we take care of Grusha's first 2 Pokemon. Sorry, first 3 Pokemon. This thing can just stand in front of the Altaria with a Assault Vest, actually. And we can Salt Cure it, potentially. And then you... Good thing I did all this grinding off stream, because this would be a nightmare if I had to do this right now and grind everyone on, like, chances or whatnot. Alright, and I'll keep a couple left over for, like, edging purposes. Shadow Ball! Finally, we get Shadow Ball. Oh, that's so good. Not for the purposes of this fight, but it's still good. And 1 more for the road. And then we're going to use 2 on you, and then another 1. Okay, good. And we're going to very slowly level you up, so that way you are close to level 49, but don't go over. So I think 1 more. Alright, that's good. So Naruto goes out in the front. It should be able to outspeed the Frostmoth. Let us double check that right now. Let's go double check that. So our Scovillain, which is going to be level 48, and it is Fire type, Terra type. And then we go Frostmoth. This is going to be level 47. Oh yeah, we completely outspeed this guy. Completely. I'm just going to put you up here for now because I don't know what your speed is. So yeah, we just completely outspeed this Frostmoth. Very good. And Flamethrower. And we one-shot it too. If we're at 134 special attack. Alright, that's about accurate enough. So we completely one-shot and outspeed the Frostmoth. No problems at all, because again, this thing has 20 speed actually, but that doesn't matter for our purposes. Beartic now. Because Beartic is probably going to swap in if we Terra Fire. If we Terra Fire, it's going to swap in because of Earthquake, because it has a super effective move on us. So level 47, we are also still going to be faster. We just need to hope that it's not snowing by the time that we get to the fight, because if it's snowing, it'll have Snow Cloak, which is going to make our accuracy garbage, and then we're kind of screwed. How much does Earthquake do to us? Earthquake surprisingly doesn't kill us. That's shocking. And we also almost have maximum defense on this as well, which is perfect. So yeah, we don't get one shot, which is really good because we outspeed it at the very least, so we can get 2 shots on it. Oh, sorry, and that's not even, sorry, that's without the Terra. With the Terra, we're kind of screwed if we miss. So I need to be careful. You're a great streamer. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. Also, I was just checking on the YouTube stream. Oh, we actually have a little bit more HP as well. Just a little bit more, though. Yeah, so that can roll and kill us, potentially. Your personality is just compatible with me, you know what I mean? Aw, thank you. That's very sweet. I think that's what's most important. That's great. That's great. I'm glad that you like my personality enough for you to come by and enjoy the stream. I appreciate it. Yeah. So what we can do is we can air balloon. But the problem is if we air balloon, here's an issue. If we air balloon, that means that the Satitan is going to come in first. Satitan's scary because it has thick fat. Level 47. We only... Yeah, and it already has thick fat enabled here. 20... And sure, for the hell of it, we'll do 20. Actually, I should do attack and special attack as well. 20 and 20. So, with thick fat, we only do half. So we don't do enough to kill it because of the thick fat. Does it have anything else special about it? Nope, it's just 20s across the board like everyone else. So, how much does it do with a liquidation? How much does it do with a liquidation? It doesn't kill us. It doesn't kill us. That's really good. It doesn't kill us. And if we're not Terra'd, so we could go not Terra into Terra, potentially. Ice Spinner. And it also has Ice Shard. So we need to be careful about the Aqua Jet and the Ice Shard from Beartic and Satitan. We need to be careful about those. But Ice Spinner only does half to our health. So, is it the worst thing in the world that this thing comes in first? I don't think so. Because what happens is the Beartic is going to come in with the EQ if we have the air balloon. If we don't have the air balloon. Maybe it'll still come in even with the air balloon, and then it'll Aqua Jet us instead, which would deal decent damage. But then we kill with a flamethrower. I could also hold off on using the Terra. That's another option. I could withhold the Terra and just remain neutral. Like, completely neutral. And then I can save the... Oh, I should probably check for what happens against the Beartic then. Yeah, Frostmoth's no problem. We're good to go on the Frostmoth. Easy peasy. No problems at all. Okay, so without the Fire Terra, it is potentially not a one-hit KO on the Bear Tick. Without a Terra. That is a very keen detail. That's very important. So that means we need to Terra on the Bear Tick. So basically, we need to hope and pray that it decides to come in after us with an Earthquake after we already Fire Terra'd, and we either need to hope that it's not raining, or we could use a Charcoal. We could use a Charcoal. Let's see. Because I'm just trying to think of our options with this, because we would guaranteed kill with that, so that's very good. And that means we would do even more damage to the Titan, potentially. But my problem is if we miss. That's why I'm thinking maybe we use an air balloon to be able to make sure that we don't get hit by Earthquake, even though it's probably going to go for either the Icicle Crash or the Aqua Jet instead if we stay out of Terra. If we stay out of Terra, we guaranteed kill it, and it could damage us, but that's fine. How much would I do with an Aqua Jet? Because we outspeed it, so if it Aqua Jets us, it does about 20% because it's neutral. It does about 20% damage because it's neutral. And then the Bear Tick, and then we Terra on the Whale. Or no, we could also still stay neutral on the Whale and then Terra after the fact to guarantee the kill. So Titan 47, 20, 20, 20. All right, so now with a Charcoal, we guaranteed 2-hit KO it. Guaranteed 2-hit KO. And it can't kill us because of Ice Spinner would be neutral. And Liquidation would also be neutral. And the most that it could do to us would be with Ice Spinner. But we could Terra after that and trick them and only take about 25% HP. So that would leave us with half HP left by tricking it this way. We also wouldn't die to a Liquidation, but it would be dumb for it to go for a Liquidation when Ice Spinner is the better move. And it could also go for Ice Shard and be a complete idiot. And it could go for that twice. So then that leaves the Altaria. Altaria, level 48. We'll be level 49 at this point, actually. Let's calculate with 48 for now, and we'll take care of that after. So 25s across the board. 25, 25, and 25. And it's going to be Ice Terra. We guaranteed kill it. We guaranteed outspeed it, and we guaranteed... Oh, wait. 252. We guaranteed kill it. That's awesome. We guaranteed kill the Altaria. That's awesome. Okay, so it's going to be a Scoville and sweep. So what we do is, with the Charcoal, we stay in on both the Titan and the Bear Tick as our regular selves. Then we Terra on the Altaria, and we win. That's the strat. Now I need to go buy a Charcoal. And we can just go straight into Grusha. I will need to go for another bathroom break quickly, but we can go straight into Grusha and just completely sweep him with my Scovillain. I'm so glad I got this thing on the pass. The pass on the mountain. I'm glad I got this thing. So we get the Charcoal. And then we're good to go. I appreciate the suggestion on the Charcoal to boost our damage, because that guarantees that we don't need to Terra until we get to the Altaria. Charcoal, gimme. I also have so much money, I'm going to be able to buy the Choice Scarf as well when the gym comes up. Sorry, when we beat the gym, I'm going to be able to buy that, which is going to be really good. Give you the charcoal. We're going to give you the lefties just in case everything goes wrong. And yeah, I think we're good. Oh, I'm not on the game screen? Oh, whoopsies. Sorry about that. Don't worry. I just bought the charcoal. I just bought the charcoal here at the store. Thank you for letting me know. And then I just gave Kofu the leftovers, and everyone's just going to be here for emotional support. And Kofu's going to be our backup if somehow we did stuff wrong or something went wrong where, like, we missed the bear tick because it's snowing or something. That would suck. But yeah, so that's going to be our plan. And before we continue, I'm just going to go for another quick trip to the bathroom, and then when we return, we will absolutely destroy Grusha, completely and utterly humiliate him, and then we will go and do encounters for the rest of the stream, because we have nothing else to do, because I don't think it would be a good idea for me to prepare for the remaining fights of the game when there's only going to be, like, I don't know, half an hour left in the stream. We're better off going to get some encounters. So, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. And when we get back, we're going to clap Grusha so hard. It's going to be great. So, I'll see you in a few. Alrighty, I have returned. Thank you everyone so much for sticking around and waiting for me to come back. Let me go and inform the Discord of our shenanigans. We're gonna go in, again, no thoughts, head empty on Grusha, and we're just gonna completely destroy him. It's gonna be great. Let's see. Grusha time. We're gonna absolutely clap him with our spicy pepper. Bam. Alrighty. So, this should be very straightforward and very easy. So let's go and do our challenge, which is just going to be doing a bunch of sledding with our dog. And then we're going to absolutely destroy Grusha. It's going to be great. I am super excited to see how, like, I really do like Scovillain as a Pokemon. I like it a lot. It's just that the issue in my first playthrough of the game was that, like, there were just Pokemon on my team that were better than it. Because it's just a balanced Pokemon. Balanced Pokemon in terms of, like, attack and special attack don't really do that well unless they have massive base stats. Like, say, a Pseudo-Legendary, for example. If they're more balanced in terms of their attack and special attack, that's okay, because they're able to just sit there and not care about that. But now, with Scovillain, it just doesn't have the base stats to be able to catch up. I got Waylay Tough and Pokerogue. I'm catching it for you. Oh, that's great, Yuri. That's great. With how people are praising this game, I need to start playing it. You know? I think that would be a good idea. I should pick that up sometime soon. Probably not this week, because I do want to do Nuzlocke stuff. I'm thinking of doing Nuzlocke stuff tomorrow as well. It'll depend on how much training we need to do for Atticus. It's not Atticus, for Ortega. And if we're good to go with the Nuzlocke after that, I am down to play some Pokerogue. While it's still hot on the presses, you know? I am down. Alright. Oh my gosh, the most difficult gym test you could ever imagine. I am going down a hill. 2, 1, beep! Wee! I am going down a hill. You know what would have been fun is if they actually had, like, mini games that you could play with people online. Like, you have the Union Circle, right? But you don't really have anything that you can do with them other than what you yourself, whatever you guys actually think of, right? So, like, if you were able to play games together inside the game itself, kind of like Super Mario Party, I'm sure that would actually go very well. Also, I think this is the best I've ever done the slope run. Oh, poor girl. I didn't dress her up properly and she's shivering. The time limit should have been 1 minute. Again, I'm not going to be picky about these kinds of things. Because, again, they're meant to be just fun, easy, quote-unquote puzzles and games for kids to do, right? It's just because it's easy for us doesn't mean it's easy for a kid that doesn't know exactly what they're doing. But obviously, by the time that they get to this point in the game, they should know what they're doing. But they might not, you know? Because I didn't know what I was doing when I was playing Pokemon when I was 5 years old. I just picked all the Pokemon that I liked, and just got the most powerful moves I possibly could. And that was it. No thoughts, head empty. Okay, so the strategy again is Naruto is going to one-shot the Frostmoth, and then depending on if the Beartic or the Satitan comes in... No, I think regardless, we stay unterra'd until Altaria. Yeah, I think that's the strategy. We just stay completely unterra'd, and go in. Okay. So... let's go! This should be an easy sweep. Alright, let's pray for the best, people. Let us hope for the best. Again, if we can beat the final gym without taking a death, oh, that would be so good. Oh no, I keep forgetting to stop stop everything. Drop everything. I keep forgetting to change the layout. What's the point in having the layout if I don't use it? I keep forgetting about the layout. So give me a moment when when I fix things. So we got Scovillain. We got Palossand. We have not Bambi. We have... Who do we have? We don't have a lot of good options on the team. That's for sure. I forget who I have on the team. Toxapex. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have Toxapex. Give me a moment. Oh, that's Gen 4. I'm looking for Gen 7. Alright. Toxapex. Where are you? I saw you. There you are. Toxapex. There's that. And we have a rock-type Pokemon. We don't have Bambi on the team anymore. Who's the last one? Who's the odd Oh, Miss Magius. Miss Magius. That's it. Alright. Problem solved. I have not been keeping up on this like I should have, but hopefully that will make things a lot better. All right, there we go. Okay, let's go in. I mean, we're already in, so it's not like we can let's go in. We're already in, so we need to kill him now or we lose. So that's the whole, you know, the point of the run, you know? Don't let that get to your head. I'm just so emo and also popular up here on this mountain. Yeah, definitely. I would definitely say that, and I'm certain also that in a lot of people's headcanons, he's still a female, or androgynous, or non-binary. Alrighty, let's go, Grusha. I will destroy you. Like I did Tulip. All I need is one single Pokemon to just completely sweep you. And here, for your consideration, I have Hot Peppers. Also known as Naruto. Naruto's a kind of noodle, right? I never looked that up. Anyway, Flamethrower. Goodbye. Also, we need to do this quick, because if it gets to snow at any point, then Beartic could dodge our attacks. Beartic is coming out. Okay, perfect. That was the best case scenario. Hurry, hurry, hurry before it snows. Hurry, hurry, hurry before it snows. Please, please, please. Hurry, hurry, hurry. This should be a 1-hit KO with the Charcoal. And it didn't go for the Aqua Jet. Nice. All right, that's 2 down. Still no damage taken. Alright, we're not going to Terra here, because we take less damage if he hits us with a Liquidation. If he just so happened to use Liquidation on us, that would have been very bad. But this should do 50%, if not more. Ooh, was that a crit? Ooh, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And that should only do about... Oh, that was a crit too. Oh, no, that wasn't a crit. Never mind. Ignore me. So now we're going to Terra Fire, because if it goes for Ice Shard, then we'll take less damage from that. I honestly wish that I went for the Terra, but I was scared of the Liquidation, so what can you do? Alright, and it didn't go for the Ice Shard. Let's go. Get that crap out of here! Alright, 3 down, 1 to go. And, according to the calcs, not only do we outspeed the Altaria by quite a few points, by about like 10 points of speed, we also guaranteed 1-hit KO it with the Terra and the Charcoal. It's a perfect 1-hit KO. It does 104% minimum. When it Ice Terras, that is. So yeah, no thoughts, head empty, click button. And now you shall feel the wrath of the spicy peppers that I will have to feel once this Nuzlocke is over, which is going to be scary. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Alright. Naruto! Flamethrower! Destroy the Altaria! Boom. GG easy sweep. Not a problem. Goodbye, Grusha, and we have now beaten every single gym on Paldea. Let's go. Hey, Reeves, how's it going? Thanks so much for coming by. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. We just beat the final gym, and we beat the last 2 gyms. Oh, gosh.
Asha were 2 lights, Asha were 2 lights,
Asha were 2 lights, Asha were 2 lights, Asha were 2 lights, Asha were 2 lights. Doing perms for Yanma? Doing perms? What's that again? What? Help me recall. I don't know what that means. Like doing perms. And now we're gonna squeak the rubber ducky too. All right. It's still going. When will it end? Okay, there we go. It's over. But how are you doing, Reeves? What do you mean by permutations exactly? I'm not sure what that is in shiny hunting speak. The order you catch and kill Pokemon in an MMO depends on the second horde. Huh? Oh, are you doing Gen 6? Is that what you mean by hordes? I'm doing all the perms until I get a Shalfa. Oh no, so you're doing Arceus, Legends Arceus. Gotcha. Oh, I didn't know that. But hope that that's going well. Good luck on getting the Shalfa Yanma. Right now, we have just completed our final gym. So we only have 3 fights left to go in the game for up to the Elite Four. We have Ortega with the Fairy Team Starbase. We have the Dragon Titan, which will be pretty easy. And then we have Airy, the Fighting type Team Starbase. Those are going to be some pretty rough fights, the last Starbases. But then we're on to the Elite Four and the rest of the game. So we're getting really close now to beating the game. And we still only have 1 death on the roster, which is Scrappy Doo. Poor Scrappy Doo, all the way over here in the corner. I really should have. I'm such an idiot. But anyway, we learned from our mistakes here. So now, for the rest of the stream, we're not going to do any more battle preps or anything. We are going to go and catch some Pokemon, because we haven't done that in a while. So I'm going to get some of my better Pokemon out in the front for catching purposes. And, oh no, please don't. I am going to turn that off. I'm telling you, that's way too long. That is way too long. I am going to have to turn that off. I'm sorry, but I have to mute that. That's way too much. Please don't do that. I'd really appreciate if you don't, because I'm trying to think, and I'm also trying to get footage for my video, right? So I'd appreciate if you don't do that sometimes. But thank you so much for the biddies. I really appreciate it. So I think we are good. How about 50? 50 is not even enough. Not in nearly enough. Like, we gotta be talking like a couple of bucks here. At the very least. But right now, let's not think about semantics about, like, you know, no, 50 digits. I still think that would be too much. Like, let's hear this thing.
Upload 1 upload Apple 1 upload 1 node Apple 1 node Apple 1 Apple 1.
It's still going. I don't even know how much is. Maybe 50. Fine. Maybe. Well, let's not do that right now, because I want to focus on getting our encounters, because we still have quite a few encounters that we can go get before we go and wrap up the run. I mean, not wrap up the run, but go and wrap up the rest of the badges. So we still have North Province Area 1. We still need to get our encounter for North Province Area 3. we still need to get our encounter for the Sakurat Trail. And one other encounter I've neglected to do was the cave here, or Southern Province Area 6. I've not done this encounter yet. So potentially 2 encounters, actually, because I'm not sure if the cave is separate. So why don't we go do that one first? It's still going, by the way. It has almost been 1.5 minutes since you sent that. It's now been 2 minutes since you've sent that, and it's still going. Like, I'm not lying.
Low 1 triple O double 1 triple O triple O 1 O 1 double O 1 double O double 1 O 1.
How's it still going? It's still not done. It's still not done. It's still not done. For the sake of comedy, I'll leave it on while we go looking at this cave. But, Jesus Christ! Oh, now it's done. I might have put 250 digits. I see. Okay, so Alfornada Cavern looks like it's a separate area. So, let's go do our encounter, shall we? I'm going to put away all this calc shit, because we don't need it now. What are some Pokemon you think are cute? Well, I think, by definition, my favorite Pokemon is just absolutely adorable. But other than that, it's hard to think of them off the top of your head because there's over 1,000 Pokemon, right? So it's hard to think of a coherent list. Like, I wouldn't say anything in particular in this box is cute, for sure. I honestly don't know off the top of my head. I mean, obviously, starters are cute. Starters are definitely very cute. Not all their fully evolved versions, but the starters are definitely cute. But other than that, I can't really think of any at the moment. Alright, so Alfornada Cavern. This should count as a separate area. What do you think of Chikorita? Cute. Very cute. Especially since it's both Josh, the 4th Gen Gamer's favorite Pokemon line, or Pokemon, and also Donler. So if I said anything otherwise, they would murder me. Okay, so in terms of encounters, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 32 encounters. We have 32 encounters. So I'm going to go bring up ye old, okay, Google. Give me a number between 1 and 32.
16.
16 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That is Drifblim. Okay, I mean, not a bad Pokemon. I just don't know where the hell to get it. It should be in the cave. Yeah, it should be in the cave anyway. So let's take a look-see. Maybe it's a nighttime thing. I've never seen a Drifblim in here. Please tell me it's not one of those. Oh, you got Drifblim, it's only at night. All right, we'll come back at night then. Because it is currently daytime. So how about instead we go back to the above ground and we take a look at Area 6. Oh, no, wait, whoa, hold up. Never mind, we have to re-roll. Drifblim, oh, it is night. But either way, we have to re-roll because Drifblim is Scarlet exclusive. Miss Magius, on the other hand, like as you can see here, there's orange Pokeballs, and then there's purple Pokeballs. That's Violet exclusive. This is Scarlet exclusive. So we need to re-roll. Okay, Google. Give me a number between 1 and 31.
9.
9 is a Sableye. Of course it's fucking Sableye. Sableye we can't ever get rid of this fucker, can we? Never, can we? Huh? That's the wrong button. That's also the wrong button. That's the right button. We can never get rid of this fucker. Adventure is back. That's for sure. It should be pretty easy to find, too. They're all over this fucking place. Yep, Sableye haunts me forever. I would have much appreciated, like, I don't know, a Toxtricity would have been pretty fucking cool. Or even a Bagon. That would have been sick. We would have had access to a Bagon very shortly. So we're going to go for Kofu, I think, because Kofu doesn't do a lot of damage. Oh, and I think we're going to crouch. Ah, shit, he saw me. Oh, well. Get over here. Get your ass over here. We're gonna catch you, Sableye. Now, level 41. Chilling Water shouldn't do that much to it, right? Right! It shouldn't do that much. Yeah, look at that. It does nothing. We're fine. Mean look. Okay, we're fine with that. I'm completely cool with that. Don't care. Do another Chilling Water because a crit shouldn't kill it, and then we should be able to catch it. It's even a female Sableye, just like Adventure was. That's hilarious, actually. That's pretty funny. Oh, man. Alright, so I think we'll catch this in an Ultra Ball, because that'll make our lives easier. Did you guys see that? We just saw into the Nether Realm. Oh my god! Why did that happen? Even the Pokeball didn't shake. What is going on here? What kind of haunted, demented shit is going on? And I don't have a Dusk Ball, so we're just gonna have to catch it as is. I'm gonna have to save after this. Okay, good. Phew. Whew. Eesh. Scary. Terrifying. Ooh, Skitter Smack. That's not bad. I won't use it for now, but that's a pretty good move. Alright, so what do we name this? Remember, anime-themed, cartoon character theme, and 3D animated character theme. We haven't done this theme in a while. I think exclamation point theme works. No, I did not do that. Okay, I'll have to do that another time. But we're going specifically, like, Adventure Time. I know, but, like, I want it to be a character, you know? I don't want it just to be the name of a show, you know? Like, are there any... How about we go with the Marceline? How about we do that? That's an Adventure Time. And I don't know anything about her. All I know is that she likes the princess, and that's all that I know. Well, the princess and her like each other. They're like a couple. And that's it. That's all I know. All right. We just punted it into the box. Oh, and also let's double check that the subtitle works. Stall. Oof, that's rough. And this was met in Alpharnata Cavern, so that means we still get the encounter above ground. So let's go and grab that encounter. There are plenty of encounters up here that we can go grab. So let me get... what is this place called? Southern Province 6? South Province Area 6. South Province of no. Cerebi. I want Cerebi. Oh wow, there's still a lot of encounters on here. Calcs. There we go. Well, I'm not Calcs, but that's just what I call my window for that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 6, 49 encounters.
SV has like 1,293,193 bugs.
Wow, it actually did that pretty well. It actually read the number correctly. Okay, so we have 49 encounters that we can go grab. So, okay, Google. Give me a number between 1 and 49. We already have a couple of these, too.
37.
37. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sinistea. Well, I think this is supposed to be Poltegeist, but we have another ghost. We used to be the bug type trainer, but now we're the ghost type trainer, you know? That's still the wrong button. There we go. Now we're a ghost type trainer. We just get all the ghost types. But hey, at least Sinistee is going to be an easy catch. I should buy a Dusk Ball. That'll make my life easier. And also I'll heal just in case. Never be complacent with your Nuzlocking. Okay, we're still good on time too. 26th perm, nothing. Dang. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, but I believe in you. You got this. Dusk Ball. And we're gonna use our LP. We're also going to get some quick balls. Use LP. And we're going to get... We already have timer balls. And... we're good to go. Okay, good. And now I want to save. I want to save my game. And let's go get that cup. I'm away. I need to go get some tea. I'm parched at the moment. And I mean, actually, I drink water, not tea. I'm not a tea guy. That's just a me thing. I don't like tea. Though I do drink it when it's offered to me. Because I'm not rude. Especially when I was taking Japanese. In the... whatchamacallit, the brain function? Sinistea. When I was doing it in the intensive course for Japanese, we did kind of like Japanese, like traditional things in class sometimes, and we did this thing where you actually brew tea, and then you have this massive bowl, like this enormous bowl, that you then pour the tea into, and then you pass it along to everyone, and they all take a sip of it with the bowl. It has memento. It doesn't have memento. We're good to go. It's only level 41. We're good to go. Because it has Giga Drain, Sweet Scent, Sucker Punch, and Mega Drain. We're good to go. Though I understand your panic. We're good to go. We're good to go. We don't need to worry. When does it get memento? Level 54. Yeah, level 54. That's when it gets memento. So we're good to go. Alrighty, now we have another ghost on the team. A T-relay... Oh, well, I think I know what to name this. I'm going to name it Iroh, after Uncle Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not because, well, one, he's dead, and two, in Korra, that is. He's dead in Korra, but he's like a spirit in the spirit world. But he also loves his tea. Yeah, probably nothing too special about this encounter, but it's better to cross our eyes and dot our T's, you know? Yeah, one, he's dead. I still need to remember how to do the quote command. Let's take a look. Twitch quote command. I'll do this research for you while we're here. Oh, sorry, stream elements quote. It's quote add one, he's dead. There we go. That'll do it. So yeah, it's quote, add, and then whatever you want to add on to it. The more you know. I don't even know that much about Twitch stuff for the commands and whatnot. I need to get used to that. Okay, so let's go over across the pond to Sakurat Trail. Sakurat Trail Pokemon. Now, we're very happy with our meat. I don't remember what the context was for that one. Okay, so we don't have that many encounters for this area. We only have 6, 12, 18, 21 encounters. Please let it not be Spirit Tomb again. Please, it's not again. Please let it not be a ghost type again. Please. Okay, Google. Give me a number between 1 and 21. Yes, I know they never have context, but still.
Here's a random number. 10.
10. Zoroark. And Zoroark is available. Okay, that's a Pokemon that exists. I don't even think I've ever encountered Zoroark in this area before, because I always just caught Zorua and evolved it. I've never actually seen Zoroark in this area. But I mean, it's a Pokemon. Not a good one for the purposes of the rest of the run, because we still have a fairy type place to go to, and we still have fighting type as well. So having a dark type is not especially useful. Especially since we already have a dark type on the team, right? So it's like, ugh, we're not getting... Yes, I know Illusion is something that we can... well, I mean, we can't use Illusion, right? Oh, we never got the Castle Royale Lake encounter either. That's something else we can do now. We never got the Castle Royale Lake encounter. Okay. Trick the game into thinking you're a ghost. I know Illusion can be useful in that way, but it's a very niche scenario, you know? So we'll have to see. First, let's see if we can find the fucker in the first place. And we need to make sure that it's a level 51, because that's our level limit at the moment. So we need to be careful with the level. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I thought... Never mind. Ignore me. I know Illusion is good, but for the sake of our team, I'm not sure how useful it'll be against the final 3 typings. We'll have to see. Because at that point, Zoroark would also need to be built in a way where it just one-shot sweeps things. Which is a bit... I think those fortresses were Zoroarks. Right, they disguise themselves, don't they? Oh, this is going to be a pain. Oh, this is going to be a massive pain. And we also need to find one that's level 51. Huh. Oh, I accidentally ran into a Toadschool. Whoops. Go away. Okay, because the thing is, I haven't encountered these Pokemon before, so I would need to encounter and murder at least one of them. But fortresses have self-destruct. So going up, Fortress Pokemon. Oh, okay, so you can just run into them and not murder them. Okay, so I'll put a ghost type out in the front for safety. Okay, so you're definitely not a Zoroark because you're hanging on the tree. You're not question mark, so you're not a Zoroark. Yeah, maybe I should have waited for Sakurat Trail, because I think these levels are a bit much. That's a regular Sudowoodo because it's running away. Let's check you out just so we can check out Heracrosses. That's a regular Heracross. Go away. Heracross. Sudowoodo. Deerling. Sawsbuck. I could also get a Dark Sandwich going. That is something we can do. Spidops. Sudowoodo. They're often not in groups, right? They're often, like, solo by themselves. I forget. Again, I've never actually encountered a Zoroark in this area. Oh, there we go. That's Zoroark. But it's level 55. So, what does Zoroark have? Zoroark at level 55 has Foul Play and Night Day. No, sorry. Night Days, Nasty Plot, Imprison, and Agility. So as long as we have a Dark type, then we're good to go. And we can resist its... and it has Assault Vest too. So we can resist its Night Days, and then we're good to go. The only problem at that point, we can Night Slash it, because Dark is resistant to Dark? Dark resists Dark. So we can use Night Slash to fight it. And then catch it. Okay. Never mind. That is not a Zoroark. Oh, right, because we didn't encounter one yet. Okay, that is not a Zoroark. Maybe. Here I was thinking that we'd finally found it. That should be one then. Yep, found it. Okay, and again, this thing shouldn't do that much to me, so I'm going to Night Slash it for good measure. Yeah, Night Days doesn't do a lot to me. It lowers my accuracy, which is a bit rough. Well, potentially lowers my accuracy. Night Slash again. And that'll be it. Use Agility, I'm fine with that. It's perfectly fine. And we're gonna use... It's no longer nighttime, so we're gonna have to go for the Ultra Ball here. Get in the ball. 1. Nope. Okay, Imprison, I don't care about that. Just as long as you don't use Night Days, I'm happy. Get in the ball. Get in the ball. Get in the ball. Get in the ball. Come on, get in the ball. Fine, I'll do one more Night Slash. Are you going to be happy about that? I'll do one more Night Slash to make you happy. I might crit you and destroy you, but... what do I care? Oh, gosh. Alright, we can survive 1. We can survive 1. It had to have been 8 turns by now. Let's see. We've used 3 Night Slashes, and we've thrown 3 Pokeballs. It's not turn 8 yet. So we're going to have to go for the Ultra Ball. That Nasty Plot's scary. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay. Phew. Nice. Okay. That could have been much worse. No to Poison Jab. Alrighty. So what do we name a fox? I mean, we already have Naruto on the team. So we need to think of another fox. An illusion fox at that. I don't know what to name this thing. Because again, we kind of used that already. We kind of used Naruto already. Kuruma? Is that the name of the fox spirit? Yeah, that is the name of the fox spirit. Sure, why not? I can't think of any better alternatives. There we go, perfect. And what do you like? Plus attack. None of that matters. We would want to invest in your special attack. Alright, but that is technically an option for later. Alrighty, and now we can do the lake if we want to. I mean, sure, Zoroark does have good special attack, but for the fights that we're going to be going up against soon, special attack is king. And it also gets Sword Stance, but we also have Nasty Plot, and we also have mints, so we can get a modest mint or something similar, you know? We don't need to keep this nature. Okay, so let's do Lake Casseroya next. Alright, Lake Casseroya. Also not too many encounters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 43 encounters. Casserole Lake. Okay, Google. Give me a number between 1 and 40... Oh, shit, I forgot. Ignore this. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 43. Okay, Google. Give me a number between 1 and 43.
Here's a random number. 41.
41? It's fucking Veluza. I hate it. Nice try.
Okay, Google, give me a number between 1 and 100.
That won't work because the alerts are not sounded out loud. And that also, I don't know if that works on PC or anything, but nah, that won't work. Nice try though. Nice try. Okay. So now, oh, I also keep forgetting to save. Veluza. Veluza, you garbage Pokemon. Okay, so if we find one that's level 55, it has Final Gambits. And if it's not level 55, then the moveset's easy enough to deal with. We're just gonna have to Quick Ball it. Or do I have a Netball? Because we can't really damage it, is the problem. We don't have enough staying power for that. We have a Netball and we have Dive Ball. Okay, we're just gonna have to live with it. Alright. Time for finding a Veluza. I'm so excited. But while we're out here, we can grab the, Oh, wait. It's level 50. Okay, that's good for us. That's good for our purposes. Haha! Can't reach me now, bitch! Ah, Jesus.
Streamer man you on Google.
Alrighty. So, Mold Breaker, we don't care about that. And we can't touch this thing, because if we touch this thing, it will keel over and die. So we're just gonna go, we're gonna start off with a Quick Ball. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Whoopsies. Sorry. Well, don't worry. We caught it. It's fine. Earthquake on who? Who is it? Oh, you. Oh, that's great. Whoops. But yes, that's not actually Google. That's Pokemon database. Whoops. But it's fine. We caught it. And it took one Quick Ball, so it's fine. What do we name a fish? What do we name a fish? I'm out of water. Let me go grab a drink, and then we can confer. We can confer on this. Alright, what brilliant name suggestions have you given to me? Nothing. Okay. A fish. 6 bits for chair. Dun, 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 dun. Dun.
Bits for chair.
Also, hey Ash, how's it going? How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming in, popping in, say hi. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. You know, school's over and whatnot, and I'm hoping to stream a little bit more often, but we'll see how things go, because I also want to get some time to edit for the big YouTube video that I want to make. I think I'm just going to call this thing Flounder, because I can't think of anything else, and that is a 2D animated character. So we're just going to go with that. We were so happy for you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just glad that it's all over. And now I can just relax, go to work, do streams, hang out with people, and not have to worry about assignments. Oh, it's so nice. It's so, so nice. I'm so excited. But also what we're doing right now is we are doing our encounters for our Nuzlocke. Because we just beat the final gym, and we only have a couple of fights left to go in the game, and we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We still only have 1 death, which I still hate that we have 1 death in the first place, but I'm still happy with how things are going. Yeah, no. All right, so North Province Area 1. Please, oh please, oh please, for the love of everything that is good and pure, please give me a Dratini. Please give me a Dratini, please, for the love of everything that is good and... Wait a second. Wait one dizzity darnity second. Is the dragon area a separate area? Wait a moment. Wait a minute. Why is Dratini not on here, then? Am I an idiot? Do I not see? Am I blind? Dratini's not on here, but Dratini should be on here. Am I an idiot? Dratini should be here, on the list. Unless that's Area 2? But that can't be Area 2. This is Area 1, and Dratini spawn here. What is going on? Dratini should be on the list. Let me go to that area, actually. Let me double check this tomfoolery. Because I will not be cheated out of an opportunity to get a Dratini. I already lost an opportunity to get a Dratini with the lake. So I will not squander my opportunities. Oh, so sorry to hear that you got nothing on the 30th permutation. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Yes, I will not take this nonsense. I want my Pokemon. And I want a Dratini. Because Dratini is fun. Because it is a Dragonite. We won't have it until after we beat... No, we could have it for Airy, actually, because that's level 56. Ooh, if we could have a Dragonite for Airy, oh, that would make all of my worries just drift away. That would be so good. Alright, but let's see. Is this area called something else? No, but Dratini spawn here. I know that. There's one right there. But this is still Northern Province Area 1. It hasn't changed anything. Let's go up one of the towers. And see. Let me see if Cerebi counts as a different area. Because I swear, Dratini should be on this. Dragon Pulse, sure. Yeah, so now we have the fly point, and this is the area, it just says Area 1 Watchtower, but it should be, like, I'm on Area 1, right? Yeah, this is Area 1, but Dratini's not on here. I will not be cheated out of an encounter. I am going to add Dratini to the list, because that is bullshit. Dratini's here. This is an incomplete list. Let me go check Bulbapedia and see if they have it right. Even they don't have Dratini on their list. Oh no, Dratini is a lake encounter for them. So, wait a second. Yeah, this doesn't have lake encounters on it. This only has the regular encounters. No lake encounters? Really? Really? Okay, we'll go Bulbapedia then. Because Bulbapedia has the exact same list. I think. Why do you have to make this so complicated, Cerebi? Why couldn't you have just made things easier? Is Watchtower a separate place? I don't think so. Yeah, everyone is just wrong. They don't have Dratini on here. At all. Okay, only one website has Dratini, and that's fucking IGN. IGN has fucking Dratini on here, but it doesn't have anything in any particular order. And also, it's also missing Pokemon. Alright, I think for the sake of making things simple, I'm just going to add Dratini onto this list myself as one at the very bottom. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 times 6, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. It's going to be out of 70. I feel like catch 3, kill 2, catch 4 is the permutation. I know nothing about permutations, honestly, so I can't help you with that. I know nothing. Okay, so it's going to be 70 encounters. And if we get a 70, that's a Dratini. Okay, Google. Give me a number between 1 and 70.
21.
21. So 1, 2, 3, 18, 19, 20, 21. Do it again. Okay, Google. Give me a number between 1 and 70. Please be 70. Please be 70.
Here's a random number. 64.
64. So 70, 69, 68, 67, 66, 65. 64 is a Wug Trio? Are you kidding me? Why? Why a Wug Trio? I already have a Doug Trio, but that's not species. Wug Trio's GUI is not gonna make it amazing. It's not gonna be the be-all, end-all of everything. It's a Wug Trio. GUI's not that good. And Triple Dive is also not that good. It's not even perfectly accurate. I do not want this fucking garbage. Oh wait, this is the North Paldean Sea. So where the hell do I find a Wug Trio? Because this is the North Paldean Sea. We have this encounter already. So where do we get a Wug Trio? Alright, back up we go. Where do we get a Wug Trio? No, not outside the ferry base, like on the route. It says that you can get Wug Trio here. Weird. Wug Trio? Hello? Because, I mean, if I can't find it, wink, wink, I say that that's pretty good for me to say no. You know? But I will give a good faith effort to check. But wink, wink, if we somehow can't find one, I don't care. Game, make a Wug Trio come out of nowhere. Again, I'm going to make a good faith effort. Don't worry. It's just that they usually spawn on the beach, but there is no beach. So where do they spawn? It says that they spawn here. But I don't know if they do. Like, that's what I'm questioning. Because it doesn't spawn anywhere else because there's no water. So this is the only place it can spawn. It also says that one spawns, like, near the cliff? I don't know why, because the Pokeball is literally right here. Maybe down? But even then, we're going to be in the North Paldean Sea. Yeah, we're in the North Paldean Sea. This is not correct. I'm going to go back up. Alright, how about this? I'll check this beach. Because there is a beach here. But it has to say North Area 1. Okay, it would be here then. Or at least it could be here. No, the sea does not count. Yeah, so basically I have to walk back and forth until I get one. If I get one at that. And I think I'll make this the last encounter of the stream. We still have a bunch of encounters that we can go get. But we are past the 3-hour mark, and my throat's getting a little dry, and I'm also getting a little hungry, so I think I'll wrap it up soon, and we will go for a cheeky little raid if you guys want to come with. That Kilowattrel just dove into the water and died. Oh, never mind, it's back out. I guess Kilowattrel can just swim underwater. I guess. God damn, poor Kilowattrel. Whatever happened to you? Okay, I'm starting to think that this Palma is the only thing that spawns here. I'm gonna try again. I'll give it 3 more checks. Because I'm starting to think that that Palmon is the only thing that spawns there. But I won't say that I wouldn't try. I said I would give it a go. So we will give it a go. Still no Wug Trio. Alright, 2 more times. Just because. 2 more. And turn. And go. But yeah, and also we already got our North Sea encounter, I believe. I believe we already got that. So it's not like we can just come up here and get a new Pokemon as well. So we will make this the last encounter. Especially with how much of a pain in the ass it's making me. Alright, after this I will do one last check. See, other Pokemon do spawn here. But they are not Wug Trio. And I, honestly, couldn't give a shit. Plus, I'm going to have to go back and do another encounter anyway, because we didn't have the right levels. Okay, because, again, we're running short on time, I am going to redo the encounter. Again, we're going to go up to 70. Okay, Google. Give me a number between 1 and 70.
Here's a random number. 51.
51. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30, 36, 42, 49, 51. Frostmoth. Interesting. Okay, I'm down. But I'm not sure where that is. I mean, it should be up here, right? But it's not on the mountain. I'll take a Frostmoth. I mean, it's another bug. And it's an ice type. So it's not really the best, but I won't say no. It could be useful. I really gotta say, we already have a really good team of Pokemon, and all these encounters are just being like, yeah, you already have a really good team. Frostmoth, oh, whoops. Frostmoth is insane. It's fine. It's okay. It's nothing amazing, because again, it's really slow, right? So, like, if it so much as gets hit by a lighter, a cigarette lighter, or a match, it just keels over and dies. Obviously, we wouldn't put it in that situation, but I still would have preferred something else. Honestly. That's why we have Trick Room. Does it learn Trick Room? And we don't get Ice Scales. Ice Scales is a hidden ability, is it not? I think it only gets Shield Dust. No? But other Mons can? Oh yeah, you're talking about Trick Room. Oh no, not another fucking trip where we don't know where this fucking thing is. Because again, it says that it's in the mountains here. But again, that's an ice-type Pokemon. But this is not an icy area. Glacidio Mountain is the icy area. Why do you keep giving me impossible encounters? Okay, wait. We're not in Glaciado Mountain yet. We're still in North Province Area 1. Apparently. Come on, Frostmoth. Or a Snom. I'll take a Snom. Because I just want to be done. I am starving. Again, we haven't... It's not Glacidio Mountain yet. Or have I not noticed the change? Because again, this should surely be Glacidio Mountain. Alright, how about we catch it? We found one. We catch it. Level 49, eesh. Oi! No interference in my catching of this bug. I am Bug Catcher Adrian, and you will not interfere. And... Backstrike! There we go. Got it. We'll see if this thing says Glacidio Mountain or North Area Province 1. We'll see when we catch it. I didn't check what moves this thing had. Let's see. This thing only has Blizzard. It has Aurora Veil, Blizzard, Tailwind, and Wide Guard. So we don't care. It only has 5 attack PP, so we're safe. Chilling Water. And got caught off guard. That's fine. Yeah, we don't do a lot of damage to this thing, so I can go for Surf. Yeah, and there's no Blizzard out. Yeah, it does get Wide Guard, apparently. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure if there are a lot of wide moves in the regular game. I'm not sure of that. But that's still pretty sweet. Alright, and you're going into a netball. Well, I play VGC. Yeah, that's true. And Frostmoth funny, so fair enough, fair enough. Another fucking bug. Another moth. What do we call this then? Well, let's lean more into the ice aesthetic of it. So what's like a character that has like an ice motif or something like that? Mothra? I mean, again, remember, we're going with characters, right? Elsa? Sure. That's a 3D animated character. We'll go with that. No, fuck Olaf. Fuck Olaf. No. I do not like Olaf as a character. Nope, that can fuck right off. I'm fine with Elsa because Idina Menzel. And that's it. And also, pretty damn good nature. Let's go. That's very nice. Okay. So I think we're going to leave it at that. We still have plenty of other encounters that we can go do. But for now, I think we're good to go for our encounters. Again, I don't really have any other ideas for now. So I think we're just going to leave it off there. And also, I think I'm a little too tired to go and do a raid right now and, like, you know, stick around and talk to people per their streams and whatnot. So I think I'm going to call it there and not do a raid. But thank you everyone so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will let you know what we're going to do tomorrow. I am I'm still deciding what we're going to do, because we're either going to continue the Nuzlocke tomorrow, or we're going to do DAs, or potentially, if I'm interested enough in Poke Rogue, we could give Poke Rogue a try. I am not opposed to that, because again, both the Yuri and Dawnler came in speaking wonders about it, so I am open to trying it out. But yeah, so we'll see. Because again, I do want to make things a little bit more varied than what they've been for the past couple of months, which has just been Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon Sword and Shield. So I think we should branch out and do some other things. But I might not be prepared for that tomorrow. So I have to look into it and make a stream overlay and whatnot as well and make sure that the capture works and everything. So I would need to do a bit of work on that. But I am down to trying it within the next week. Because that would be fun, and potentially we could get some content out of it. You never know. But yeah, so I'm going to call it there for now. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Today was a very successful stream in terms of progression. We already beat all the gyms. Our level limit is 51 now, so we have a lot more options with our Pokemon. And, ooh, we can get a Goodra, actually. That's pretty good. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff still ahead, but we made some really, really good progress, and I'm very happy with the progress that we made today. I will let you guys know on the Discord what we're going to be doing tomorrow, and potentially Sunday. We'll see. I have to go to work on Sunday, so I'm not sure if I'll be tired or not by the time I get home, because that's what happened yesterday. I was too tired to stream, and yeah. That'll be it for today. So thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.